everybody. It's me, your boy, your homie, the one and only G-Man. King G of Swag Mountain is back, baby! Back with some more cool, spooky games. And tonight, the spookiest of all, Tiny Bunny. Y'all remember Tiny Bunny? Does anyone besides me remember Tiny Bunny? I played this game back in like 2023, I think. Because I remember I played it and like it was super late at night. What? Hang on. The last day that I played this on, I'm checking now. I want to know exactly when. Cause oh yeah, 1:46 a.m. on January 7th. It was good. It was awesome. God, this game is so cool. And then an update came out, a new episode 4, and I hadn't played it yet. And I thought, you know what? Tonight's a good night to get back into that. Because I want to have an episode 5. I want to have an episode 5 with the Tiny Bunnies. So we're going to be enjoying that. And I'll be enjoying the company of everyone here in chat. And hello, Lumineer. Yes, I saw it. You were here first, but you failed to redeem the first redeem. That goes to Ben Elated. Once again, swagging on everybody. You're playing this game yourself. Excellent. Good. Good. Then you know all the secrets, maybe, potentially. I vaguely remember like the path I was on and the stuff I was doing. I know I made my sister cry and I had a crazy like furry party in the woods. And I think I turned a little evil or something. I think my sister got scared of me at a certain point. That was weird. But anyway, I guess we can just try load game. And we'll go this way and see what happens. Oh, I have different save files. Why are there 4 different save files? Why do they all say October 11th? I don't remember which one it is. Favorite lesbians are married now. Hell yeah! Congratulations on getting married. What's it like? We should like being married. I said that like I don't know. I'm married to my mans. So nice. Hell yeah. All of these for some reason say October 11th and like the exact same timestamp. So I have no idea where I'm supposed to be going with this. But let's just jump into the one that I'm going to assume is the latest. And that's the one in the bottom right. Yeah, let me say this again. Okay, he's saying something again. Perfect. And he's staring right at me. If you see anyone suspicious in the village, be it near the school or on the forest trail, contact the police immediately. You know our number, right? 02. Thanks for listening, boys and girls. Thank you, Lilia Pavlovna. And we'll find your classmate. Yeah, right. A thought flashed through my mind. Dig through enough ditches and maybe you'll be able to piece them together. Like Legos. Damn, this gets fucked up. My thoughts turned evil for some reason and I couldn't control them. I tried to switch to the lieutenant's speech about suspicious individuals. What if I saw the killer before? What if I was a hair's breadth away from them? Legos are that is insane. Like he's like Legos. Play the fucking Lego Yoda death sound. Suspicious people. How suspicious was the fox girl that wandered in the darkness? A weirdo that always appears out of nowhere and then dissolves into thin air with her riddles and rhymes. Could she really harm the hulking Semyon? Oh yeah, that bitch ass bully that fucked us up. Should I tell the officer about her? What if the lives of other kids depend on this? Of the cute Xenia and Vova too. Wait, what if I get mocked for speaking out? What if they all start whispering behind my back, or what's even worse, think that I'm insane? Don't fucking look at me. Ramka gave me a stern look over the shoulder. I doubt someone like him would approve of cooperating with the police. Katya's braid dangled nervously behind the delinquent sitting in front of me. My hand was glued to the desk.
До свидания, лейтенант.
Tikhonov was saying goodbye to Lilia Pavlovna. He was about to leave. It'll be too late soon. Oh, yes. I'm 95% certain I stayed silent the last time I played. And I'm kind of just retracing my steps a bit from this save spot, so yeah, stay silent. No way. I've had enough of humiliation. I'll keep my head down. Like a bunny. I locked my fingers and zipped my mouth. The bell rang. Lilia Pavlovna passed by without looking my way. Polina left after her. My classmates went silent at the same time, as if someone muted the sound on a TV. Oh, that's a horrifying feeling. They followed me with their eyes the whole time I was passing between the rows. Judgmental looks. I felt like I was in the scopes of many sniper rifles. Fire at will! I squeezed through the barricade made of desks, looking for Polina. But I stumbled into my new buddies instead. Ramka swaggered up to me.
Решил сдать нас ментам?
Decided to rat us out to the cops.
Но я ничего не сказал.
I didn't say shit.
Да то подумал на.
But sure as fuck thought about it, eh? Ramka towered over me, breathing out a faint smell of tobacco.
Ты сильно ошибаешься.
You're very
думаешь,
wrong
что без
if you
Сёмы
think
у
that
тебя
without
настанут
Syoma,
веселые деньки.
you'll have a better time here.
Мы тебя
We'll make
сосвету
this place
живьем.
hell for you.
Понял?
Got it!
До скорого,
See you,
очкарик.
Four Eyes. Leave me alone! I need them to see! My head tilted forward from his slap.
Вот лохна.
What a loser! That sounds like what a loser, even in English. Damn. God, kick me. I wasn't surprised to find a note stuck to my back during the break. It said, kick me. My nightmare clearly wasn't about to end. It's been 7 days since the lieutenant visited our class. At first glance, everything was still the same. The forest still held out its gnarly claws toward the village, and the wind whipped up white flags weaved from powdery snow every night. When my parents argued in the other room, I would turn up the TV's volume to silence their muffled voices and sit closer to Olya. Vova's and Semyon's photos were still 2 black spots on the notice board, and round-faced Senya hasn't returned home too. Was Senya the girl he had a crush on? I can't remember, but something did change. I could see how different the looks of my classmates were. They met me with a new portion of pokes and insults. Contempt, mockery, and loneliness became my faithful companions. But most importantly, a shadow slid across my desk, leaving behind a mysterious note. I glanced into the space between rows, but the messenger was already nowhere to be found. Who sent me this note? What could this carefully ripped out, neatly folded piece of paper be hiding from me? More threats and humiliation, or... I took the piece of paper and carefully inhaled the wafting aroma. Blackberry. Oh, cool. I had something I wish to share with you, but I no longer remember that of which I was knowledgeable on. Brain blast! As in, the thought was blasted out of your brain. Inside was a message in beautiful handwriting. I'm waiting at a dead end near the dressing room. Come alone. Drunk on that sudden call, I immediately started walking, looking over my shoulder from time to time, making sure nobody is following me. Even though I suspected it could be another trap set up by Romka and Biasha at first. This buzzing thoughts soon left my mind. Okay. Gotta read that again. Even though I suspected it could be another trap set up by Romka and Biasha at first, this buzzing thought soon left my mind. The two of them didn't have enough combined brain power to fake Polina's note so carefully. I didn't even notice how I almost broke into a run and jumped around the corner. As soon as I did that, I rammed into somebody inside the dark nook.
Ой!
Oi! Like a magic bird, a green notebook glided to my feet. Polina puffed her cheeks in exaggerated anger.
Петров!
Petrov,
Ты совсем
have you
зрение
lost your
потерял?
sight completely? I fixed my glasses. My nearsightedness wasn't that embarrassing anymore. I bent down and picked up the notebook.
Прости, я так торопился.
Sorry,
Ты
I
меня
was in a
ждала?
rush.
Что случилось?
Were you waiting for me? Did something happen? Polina studied me with her eyes and clicked her tongue.
А знаешь, на что ты похож?
Do you know what you look like, Antosha?
На блюзовую
Like
импровизацию.
blues improv. Ooh, abstract. I blinked in bewilderment.
Это как?
What do you mean?
Для меня все люди с
I
чем-то
always associate
ассоциируются.
people I know with something.
И для меня.
I do
Но
that
не с
too.
музыкой же.
But why music? It's because music's awesome, dude.
Вот как раз с музыкой.
It can't be anything other than music.
Бывают люди,
Some people are like
гитарные
guitar solos,
Или
some are
барабанный
drums.
или военный
People like our
марш,
Lilia
как наша
Pavlovna are
Лилия
war
Павловна.
marches.
А ты такой
And you're so
задумчивый,
thoughtful, so
таинственный.
mysterious,
Иногда немного
sometimes even a bit
печальный.
sad.
Ты точно блюз.
You're definitely blues. Aw, aw.
А почему импровизация?
And what about the improv part?
А это когда слушатель не догадывается.
It's when the
куда
listener
свернет
has
мелодия,
no idea what the
какой темп
melody
возьмет.
or where the melody will go, what tempo it will adopt. Of course, some of the things Polina said went completely over my head, but I couldn't stop looking at her smile, like a light breeze in May, and her eyes deep in blue.
Чтобы распознать в тебе музыку,
One needs to
нужен
have
опыт и
experience
вкус.
and taste to recognize the music in you.
Это не какая-то там
Aw.
эстрада.
You're not some pop music.
Я, наверное, вообще не знаю.
I don't
что
think I even know
такое
what blues is. Polina gasped and frowned, which made her look even more beautiful.
Не произноси при мне
Don't say
такие
something like
слова.
that to my
Я
face.
тебе обязательно
I'll make
дам
sure to give you a
кассету.
cassette.
Раньше мне дедушка из города
Grandpa used to
столько
bring
музыки
me so
привозил.
much music from
И
the city.
джаз, и свинг,
Jazz,
классику.
swing, and classical too.
Это он подметил, что у
He
меня
was the
склад
one to
ума как у
notice my
музыканта.
musical mindset. Can I say, like, I don't speak a lick of Russian. The fact that all this is like voice acted, so nice, so delightful.
Я еще совсем маленькой.
When I was
пыталась на
still
бумаге
very
записать
little,
звуки
I
природы,
tried recording the
шума
sounds of nature on
дождя,
paper.
леса.
The songs of the rain and the forest. Oh, it's beautiful.
Эх, мне бы твои
I wish I had
уши.
ears like yours.
А мне бы твои глаза.
And I'd love to have your eyes. I tensed up, worried she was making fun of me, but Polina shook her head.
Да-да, я
No,
серьезно.
no, I'm
У
serious.
тебя глаза
You have
художника.
the eyes of an artist. Oh yeah, I forgot. This guy, he draws, he doodles.
Смотришь на
You're
вещи
so
и
good at
все
picturing
решаешь.
things.
Я так не
I
умею.
can't do that. Oh, fuck, she looks scary and mean. Oh, she's gonna bully me. Katya walked past us with her trademark frosty glare. We dove into the shadows, trying to escape it.
Теперь понимаешь, почему мы тут прячемся?
You understand why we're
Это
hiding
из-за
here,
таких,
right?
как она.
Because of people like her.
А Катька какая мелодия.
And what kind of melody is Katya? Polina flashed me a sly smile.
Скрип несмазанных дверных
And the
петель.
squeaking sound of unoiled door hinges. Boom! Got her.
Знаешь, такой мерзкий
You know,
дискант.
This nasty descant. I giggled, covering my mouth. Katya didn't hear our whispers, but she suddenly glanced over her shoulder, clearly annoyed. A moment later, she sighed and went her way. I remembered about the notebook I was still clutching in my hand. I turned it in my hands. Instead of a subject name, the front side had the name of the owner and 2 words. Friends only.
Любопытной Варваре кое-что оторвали.
Curiosity killed the cat, you know.
Прости, это анкета?
I'm sorry. Is this a questionnaire? Oh yeah, the questionnaire! I remember.
Заполнял когда-нибудь?
Have you ever filled one?
Угу.
I lied that I had. Yeah, man. In reality, girl classmates from my previous school had never asked me to fill their questionnaires. It was quite upsetting. Oop, I missed one. I mean, it was a girl hobby. You just answer a set of standard questions about your favorite actors and colors, but entrusting someone with such a notebook was the sign of friendship, and maybe of something even more, something I only had a vague idea about.
Хочешь,
You can
заполни
fill in
мою?
mine if you want. Yo! Hell yeah. My heartbeat quickened.
Хочу,
I
спасибо.
do. Thank you. Also, telescope fish? Is that a fish that's also a telescope? Sounds whack. Paulina giggled.
А хотя,
Actually,
там же столько
there are so
секретов.
many secrets there.
Наверное, лучше тебе не знать, о чем
You'd be
мы,
better off
девочки,
not knowing what
думаем.
we girls think. She reached for the notebook, playing with me. I tossed my finding into my free hand. Paulina tried to intercept my move. Her hair briefly touched my face, tickling my nose with its silky locks. Swoosh. I sensed an aroma that immediately filled the whole world. Fragrant, alluring, lively. If only I could picture it, steal it for myself. I felt dizzy, but I gathered myself and spoke in a voice reminiscent of Lieutenant Tikhonov.
Ваша анкета является
Your
важнейшим
questionnaire is
уликой,
an
и я
important
вынужден
piece of
временно
evidence,
изъять ее
so I'm
для
afraid I have
изучения.
to confiscate it for further examination. Polina covered her mouth. Polina covered her mouth that rounded in fake horror.
И что мне грозит
And
за
what are the
сокрытие
implications
улик?
of concealing evidence?
Следствие покажет.
We'll decide that in the course of our investigation.
Сдаюсь,
I
товарищ
surrender, Mr.
милиционер.
Policeman. Hey, yo, we got police roleplay here.
Только обещайте ничего
Just
не
promise you
читать.
won't read anything.
Здесь содержится секретное
It's full of
сведения.
sensitive information.
Боюсь, что мне все-таки
I'm
придется
afraid I'll
выяснить,
have to
не
investigate
влюблен ли
whether
кто в
someone is in
гражданина
love with
Петрова.
Mr. Petrov. Polina burst out laughing and pressed herself against my chest, showering me with the aroma of her hair and her milky skin that looked almost transparent, with tiny threads of veins running under it. Her whisper was hot, like a piece of butter sizzling on a pan.
Тогда поклянитесь, что не станете
Then swear that you will keep this
разглашать
information private.
информацию.
Честная милицейская.
I swear on my police badge.
А теперь, Антоша, самое время поторопиться.
And now we need to hurry, Antosha. I took out the notebook during class. Skimmed through it, reading into other people's preferences. I was quite surprised to discover Rumka's jerky handwriting inside. His letters bulged out of the cells what is happening? His letters bulged out of the cells, as if embarrassed by their shapelessness. Fearsome Romka found time for something so silly? Something so silly and so gay? Roma, 6B, Shafunsky, February, hanging out, buying a BMW. Schwarzenegger, don't trust, don't fret, don't ask. 3/15/87, DuckTales, woohoo! Biasha. I chuckled into my fist after I found out that Romka's favorite cartoon is not even Darkwing Duck, but DuckTales. Somewhere in the distance, a teacher was reciting a piece of Andreev's Snapper. I paid them no mind. Polina's page was decorated with flower drawings and clippings from the Cool Girl magazine. Her favorite musician is Schubert. Her best friend is her grandpa. Her hobby is not violin like I expected, but a much more mysterious listening. Can such a mundane process really be someone's hobby? Yeah, like people watching, like you just sort of sit and watch people. Observing is good. I looked at Paulina over the heads of other students. She was focused on taking notes. I flipped the pages until I found a blank one and armed myself with a pen. Alright, question 1. What's your name? G-Man. What class are you in? I'm in class 1A. Favorite music? Loud music. Favorite holiday? Halloween. Hobby? Streaming, I suppose, for now. What's my dream? My dream is to stream full time and make it less of a hobby and more of just like a career-ish. My hero? Academia. My hero. Question 7. Pass. Biggest fear? Aside from bugs and ovens? Or ovens that are slightly ajar, I should say. I'd have to say... what's that shit called? I can't believe I forgot. Being Forgotten. Literally, I couldn't remember. I'm like, yeah, Being Forgotten, that's the one. Favorite cartoon? It might be Adventure Time. Adventure Time, Avatar, Fooly Cooly. I know Fooly Cooly's an anime, but you know how it is. Best friend? Icy and Falx and my buddy Trevor. I got like 3 good homies. Also, I think our ad break is coming up. So, I'm not gonna swap to the ad break screen. I think I have like the rolling text I can pull up over here. Feel free to answer this questionnaire in chat, y'all. I would love to know. Answer all 11 of these questions, if you have answers to them, that is. Share your questionnaire with all of us. Hang on, I need to hide this really quick because I want to take a photo. What's the Steam screenshot button? That wasn't it. How do I screen fucking... Yeah. Perfect. Nice. Also, is it not playing ads right now? I thought the timer went down. Like, is the ad break not happening? Ah, it was snooze. You know what? I'm just gonna snooze again. I missed the timing on all that anyway, but we'll keep it going. Alright, Anton Petrov, class 6B. I took a long time to decide on my favorite musician until a trendy pop band, Carman, came to mind with the cool dancers in their music videos. Oh yeah, the glossary. This part's great. A Soviet and Russian techno-pop band, most popular from the late 80s to early 90s. Founded by Bogdan Tutamir and Sergei Lemach. It is mostly remembered for unique dancing performances and for writing a music theme for the Captain Pronin cartoon. Favorite holiday? That one's easy. New Year's. Interesting. My hobby is drawing. My dream? Going to Disneyland, I guess. My hero. My hand moved on its own, writing duh. I stopped on those 2 letters. What if those who read this after me will find my answer laughable and stupid? Aw, his dad's his hero and he's nervous. After thinking for a bit, I decided that not everything should be disclosed on paper. That's why I turned da into Spider Man. The spelling was wrong, but who cares? Your biggest fear, huh? I immediately wrote losing a person who's dear to me. Damn, that's so real. Phone number. No secret here, 30395. Favorite cartoon? Transformers. Your best friend. I hesitated, gnawing on the pen's cap. Your best friend, I read the question out loud. It was easy, but at the same time very important. The answer to that was my sister's name, so I carefully wrote it into the squares. Olya. Olya. I repeated my sister's name while sneaking out of the school. Raid! Hello, Raiders! Welcome, welcome. Come, join us. Get nice and cozy. We're just enjoying some cool Tiny Bunny action. How y'all doing? Jarvis, can we get a shout out for sorry, I have to make the joke every time. Lloyd Tavner. It's funny. I'll make the joke every time. I'll make it every time, I swear to God. You monster, I'm sorry. Not really, it's funny. And yeah, long time no see, man. What's up? What's good? How was stream? What'd I miss? So what did I miss? Also, let me hit you with one of these real quick. Yeah! How does his name give me worse jokes than when I was called Dice? That's just how it works. I mean, you're traumatized. I'm sorry. Like, you know, it is what it is, dog. It's just how it happens. Can you even really exist if we don't roast each other? Like, it has to be done. In the end, it has to be this way. Finish your first playthrough of Signalis. Ooh, nice. What's that game about? What's that like? I haven't heard of it. And I'm now intrigued. I gotta go watch some VODs. I gotta catch up. I must learn. I must study. Oh, game traumatized me now. Oh, are you sure? Are you sure? Are we sure about that? I can't believe I haven't traumatized you. Damn. Unfortunate. Also, Lumi, thank you for filling out that little questionnaire that popped up. Lumi, I'm in beauty school, Arctic Monkeys, Halloween, singing, to have kids with my wife, my mama, dying in a fire. Nope. Gravity Falls, chick that goes by Lemon. Sci-fi Silent Hill inspired game. Oh, that sounds insane. Oh, I want to play it so bad now. That sounds so good. I'm definitely gonna check it out. Thanks for the raid though. Especially thanks for that raid now that I've got some cool new information on a sick new game. This is Tiny Bunny. It's a horror VN thing. It's in Russian. Episode 4 is out. And for some reason, my latest save file was not at the end of chapter 3. So I'm kind of backtracking. I don't actually remember what point we're at right now. So we're just, we're going through things. And so far, it's pretty good. We leave the school. There was a cute, freshly drawn dragon in my notebook that I made to please my beloved sister. Aw, it's so cute. Waiting due for a mood lift because we got a sad ending on the game. Oh no! Well, if my memory's not mistaken, because I am sort of backtracking up into the next chapter of this game, from what I was told, I sort of got a really fucked up path that I was on from the choices that I made. Like, I made the kid evil a little bit, so I don't know if it's gonna be the best mood lifter. But maybe some G-Man color commentary can fill the void. I'll do my best. And the Juice Dragon is adorable. In this land of darkness and deceit, Her support was the only thing that inspired me to keep drawing and stopped me from losing hope in humanity. Oh wow, mood lifting. Refreshing, frosty air made my cheeks turn beet red. It was bright outside, and the sun looked like a whole egg yolk. The road looked as if it was silvered. The snow sparkled under the sunlight. I smiled, squinting from the blinding whiteness. Who cares if I don't have any true friends anymore? I have something more important. Someone who needs my help, who will never betray or hurt me. Family is the most important thing ever. That's what Dad always told me. Oh fuck, is this kid? Hey, what's up with the stupid grin? My numb lips immediately shrank. You get hit with the sleepies. Alright, now that I've stopped playing, so need to go to bed. Hell yeah, get some rest. Also, anyone else from the raid, please take care of yourselves, first and foremost. Biasha was shuffling his feet in the middle of the yard, his boots restless on the ice.
Я не тяну.
It's not a grin. Yep. Awesome. I gotta stop using the mouse. Just double clicking. I tried to go around him to no avail. Lady Fortune waved me goodbye, disappearing in the early twilight. In a hurry, eh?
Немного.
A little bit. A dad is waiting for me. I'll shoot him a pager message that you're not coming, eh? Oh yeah, I forgot this kid's Canadian and an asshole. I like how the little info thing is popping up like, hey, do you know what a pager is? Yeah, dog. My eye flinched unwittingly. My skin dampened. Let's go, eh? We have a small business to discuss. I felt chills run all over my body. I didn't like the sound of that small business. Those words, accompanied by spitting, normally hid very dark deeds underneath them. Strangers that used to call our old apartment used to say, "Get your old man, we have a small business to discuss." Biasha turned around. He looked like an astronaut in his tight hood. If I were to imagine him as a sound, he'd be a deafening whistle. A signal given by someone who stands watch. He's a fucking rat. To my demise, there was nobody at the backyard. Apart from the grim-faced Romka. He stood there, his feet wide apart, with his right hand hidden behind his back. He's gonna pull out the knife! I remember this part. Romka's dry lips were tightly pursed. He kept shooting glances at me as he looked around. There he is, eh?
Вижу.
I can see that.
Ну здорово, Антош.
Well, hello there, Antosha. Huh?
Что тебе нужно?
What do you want? Pull up the knife. Hang on, where's my knife? Where's my own? Hang on, we get the fucking. I pulled out the plastic one, the trainer knife, because I don't remember where my knife is right now, which is not a good sign. He slowly took out a thin, carnivorously shiny blade from behind his back. A knife, the steel butterfly of death that flies toward the victim's heartbeat. I stepped back instinctively and rammed my back into Biasha. Rumka's minion pushed me back.
А мы с Бешей хотели узнать.
We wanted to know.
Ты не держишь на нас обиду?
Do you have any hard feelings for me or Biasha? Rumka started picking on his yellow nail, looking at me with an evil smirk on his face. You nasty, evil children.
Ну, там, в лесу. Мы были немного
Oh, that's what that
грубы
button
с
does?
тобой.
I can turn off this voicing? I would never do that. Well, there in the forest, we kind of roughed you up. It's just our poor upbringing, you know? Yeah, their poor, shitty upbringing.
Biasha, it's just our poor upbringing, yeah no.
wait. This fucking
Self-voicing disabled.
turn that shit. Okay. That was insane. Oh, and we are in an ad break now. Okay. Y'all know what that means. Y'all know what it be. I want to change screens though, because this game pretty. I like the background, and also I can just put the words ad break right here. Cool, huh? Pretty neat. Stylish, even. And of course, ad break is the perfect time to rehydrate and stretch and be ready and be well for whatever's coming next. Also, Lumi, I don't know if you know, if you have an answer ready, or if you can even hear me right now during the ad break. What part am I in? Do you know what part I'm in? Would you happen to just like off the cuff know if I'm like in the middle of a certain chapter? If this is chapter 2 or 3, if I'm at the start or end or of one of them? Because my shout out to my dumbass past self for not saving at the end of the last chapter and saving wherever I apparently saved here. Here and then 4 other spots, allegedly. I also, when I booted up the game, it gave me a bunch of achievements. And I think it was achievements for like opposite choices that I did, so I'm not even entirely sure if these are legitimately my own saves or the game was like, I think this is close to the end of chapter 2, but not 100% sure. Okay, that's fine. I'll have to poke around and be like, yo, which chapter's where am I? How far back are we? I don't even mind the retread though. I crave that new shit. Is the ad break in the room with us? Oh, the ad break's not in the room for people who are subscribed. So, according to my research, and by research I mean the thing on my screen, says the ad break will end in about 20-ish seconds. So those of you who are subscribed and have a subscription or any sort of anti-ad abilities on Twitch, you ain't seeing nothing. I'm doing this out of the courtesy of I fucking hate ads and don't want anyone to miss out on any of the sweet, succulent G-Man content that I can provide. So there's a bit of asymmetrical dialogue between me and chat and people who are subbed and who aren't subbed. But all that is done for the express purpose of making sure that no one misses any of the stuff on the stream. I'm the only person to ever sub to. Aw, thanks. I hope it's worth it. I hope I make it worth it. I'll make sure it's worth it. I'm gonna double down and be twice as awesome. Alright, back to these awful kids bullying our poor boy.
Да, до
Yeah.
вас городских далеко.
Not as cultured as you city folk.
Вот порой нас и заносит.
So we get feisty sometimes. I nodded, my eyes glued to the knife. The blade glowed under the setting sun, and Romka's eyes had the same evil glow. He stepped toward me. His knife traveled inches away from my coat.
And his name is John C.
Holy shit! John Cena with a knife! I've never seen that before. That's a lie. Hello, Yami. One movement and steel would cut into the cloth, and if he pushes deeper,
Нам одна птичка напела.
a little bird told us you were snooping about Polina again. I was so scared that it took me a while to remember who Polina was. Who is she? My brain was malfunctioning. My knees were shaking. Arms heavy. Vomit on the sweater already. Mom's spaghetti. Suddenly, our class rep slowly walked up to Rumka from behind. I see you boys are getting along quite well. Evil!
За мной должок, Катька.
I owe you one, Katya. Oh, no need to thank me, Rumchka. I'm always fighting for true love. Evil. Yes, yes, yes. Ah, ha, 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 ha. I'll kill you, I swear.
Так, я не слышу. Ты
I
к
can't hear
Полине
you.
ходил или
Were you
нет?
near Polina or not?
Мы
Well, we
болтали.
didn't hang out or anything.
Болтать будешь кишками.
The only
когда
thing
я тебе
hanging,
брюхо
the
вскрою.
only thing hanging out here will be your guts when I cut open your stomach. The blade slid across my sleeve with its dull side and reached my collar. The wind made my face cold, but a bead of sweat still trickled from my temple. A switch flipped in my head. It all made sense now. I remembered Romka constantly sneaking glances at Polina. I remembered his scrawly handwriting in the questionnaire. Why didn't I study it more in depth? I see you need Polina even once, and you won't get away with a simple bump. Got it?
Да.
Yes.
Пшёл вон!
Now scram! I was probably so hypnotized by the knife that Romka had to repeat his threat.
Вон!
Scram! Get the fuck out of here! I thought about the cold, sharp blade when retreating from the yard. I was asking myself whether I had enough courage to break the promise I made to these bastards. The aftertaste of horrible water I drank down, my meds with, lingered in my mouth. My thoughts were focused on Polina, but Romka's threat was also on my mind. I wandered around the house, feeling intoxicated, and nodded to everything my sister said without trying to discern her words. She's certified yapper right now. Yeah. Yeah, dog. I'm curious, how long? Hang on, I want to see how long she goes. And I'm gonna take a second to look up the start and ends of each of these chapters, see how far back I put myself. Just to double check, I want to know.
Аккуратненько молоточком разбили, а блесточки с них посыпались. И эти блесточки... В общем, я сегодня книжку читала, там ребята...
I'm gonna drink a yappuccino.
Ходят в школу, и они в школу ходили. Вот. И у них был какой-то праздник, и они там поделки лепили и делали все своими руками. Нужно было сначала принести природные материалы, листики всякие там, потом еще шишки.
Damn, she really just keeps going, huh?
Клеили на бумагу, и друг другу дарили, открытки делали там всякие, и ящички, в которые потом подарки нужно было класть. И так все красиво было. А одна девочка даже из дома принесла елочные игрушки. Ну, старые игрушки, которые уже никому не нужны были. Они аккуратненько молоточком разбили, а блесточки с них посыпались. И эти блесточки... В общем, я сегодня книжку читала, там ребята учились в школе, прям как ты ходишь в школу, и они в школу ходили. Вот. И у них был какой-то праздник, и они там поделки лепили и делали все своими руками. Нужно было сначала принести природные материалы, листики всякие там, потом еще шишки, и потом они все это разбирали и клеили на бумагу, и друг другу дарили, открытки делали там всякие, и ящички, в которые потом подарки нужно было класть. И так все красиво было. А одна девочка даже из дома принесла елочные игрушки. Ну, старые игрушки, которые уже никому не нужны были. Они их аккуратненько молоточком разбили.
Oh, okay. Olya was talking non-stop at times, lifting up her arms and laughing, only to then suddenly go quiet and give me Mom's signature gnarly look. I was yanked out of the prison of my own mind, where seething thoughts pecked at my brain like harpies, stopping me from coming back to reality. I stared back. Olya looked like a mini version of our mom right now. Well, to be precise, she looked like the person Mom turned into when we moved here. With her intimidating posture and her eyebrows directed toward the ceiling. You weren't listening to me, were you? I'm sorry. She tried spitting out those words at me, copying facial expressions of the person she spent almost all of her free time with. For a moment, I felt the light Olya exuded all these years waned and wavered in the wind of prolonged changes. Very soon, my beautiful princess will turn into the dragon that was once guarding her prison tower. That thought was much scarier to me than any other horror sneaking up to me from the future.
Оля, прости.
Sorry, Olya.
Ты же не сердишься, правда?
I didn't want to make you sad.
Просто задумался.
I just got lost in thought. I looked around the room, my gaze jumping from one object to the next like a hungry beast, trying to find anything that could distract Olya.
А давай в приставку
Let's play the
поиграем.
console. Okay, so this is... If this is where I think it's at, according to just like the achievement guide, then we're actually near the end of episode 3, which is good. Olya pouted, but there was a spark of interest in her small emerald eyes. And let me see, because I should have... Alright, now I'm looking. I'm looking now, like my last... Did it really just backlog some achievements from like, hey, yeah, here's some random ones from episode 2 and 3 that you didn't get or wouldn't have had? Maybe the recent update also just put in some achievements. Sorry, I'm doing all this right now as opposed to when I could have done it, but nah, we good, we good. It's all fine. It's all sweat and dandy, I promise. Eh? Nandato? Am I fucking crazy? Ain't no fucking way. See that now? Now I'm just double checking because if my brain, if I fully misread this shit, it's like, oh yeah, you've already played the update, I'm gonna lose it, but I'm pretty sure I haven't. I think the game is like, yeah, we're just gonna give you one achievement that is technically in episode 4. Anyway, Titanic Unrecorded will never not be funny. I know, it's beautiful. It's perfect. There we go. The Snow Queen's ice shard inside them started thawing.
А как же второй джойстик?
And what about the second controller? It's not working.
А папе почему
And Dad has no time to
некогда?
fix it.
Можем из пистолета пострелять.
We can play with the light gun. Pew, 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 pew.
Ковбоев или уток.
What do you want to
Хочешь?
play? Cowboys? Ducks?
Ты лучше меня играешь.
You're better than me at both.
Да ладно
Ah,
тебе.
come on.
Поди целый день тренировалась,
You
пока
must have
меня
been
дома не
practicing
было.
the whole time I was away from home. Olya burst out laughing. Her heart was warm once again. How did you know? I knew it! You were practicing, and then you're gonna get all mad when I beat you anyway. And oh, hey Sonic, hey, what's up?
Я сейчас знаешь, какая
I'm a
бедная.
good shooter now.
Уже проиграла.
Omae wa mo shinderu.
Не на того напала. Включай
You
скорее.
picked the wrong fight here. Come on, turn it on. Ha 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 ha. Little Olya jumped toward the TV set and after flicking the power switch, started blindly feeling around the backside of the photon, trying to plug the console's cable into the antenna input. Bits of TV show started flashing on the CRT screen when I armed myself with the remote to look for the channel with the sought-after Dendy signal.
Что дома интересного
Did anything interesting
происходило?
happen at home? It was a mundane question for me. I didn't put any actual meaning behind it. But Olya's expression suddenly changed. She lost all of the childish nonchalantness she worked so hard to acquire before.
Оль, что-то случилось?
What happened, Olya? My sister managed to put the cable in its place and started brushing off her dust-covered hand. She was clearly looking for the courage to continue the conversation. Mom, she... Olya went silent, and for a moment I thought I saw tears welling in her eyes.
У неё опять было так
She said
страшно.
this scary thing happened to her. Again. My sister looked at me with wet eyes. Scary thing?
Приступ.
She had a fit, huh? This had happened before, but it was a rare occasion. Now that we'd moved to this godforsaken place, Mom's fits rose in frequency.
Принёс большую рыбу.
Dad brought home a big fish.
Она в
It was
газету
wrapped in a
была
newspaper and had a
завернута и
foul
пахла
smell.
такая. А мама
Mom got angry again, and then she took a knife. Oya squirmed, looking fearfully out of the window. They started screaming at each other. I froze, imagining my little sister, so small and unnoticeable, standing in the kitchen doorway. She wasn't even trying to hide. Our parents just paid her no mind at all. And then Mom struck it. Like this. Olia slightly moved her fist downward, imitating a strike. She hit the fish. Ugh. He was still alive, Tosha. It must have been in pain. And Mom. It was easy to imagine what happened next. The writhing fish with a blade between its fins squirted some foul-smelling musk into Mom's face. Whenever death got this close to my mom, be it when a person was hit by a bus in front of us and their blood was smeared all over the windshield, Jesus Christ, or when Grandma chopped off a chicken's head, Mom would always get into a weird, dreadful fit. Oh, she started seizing. Her eyes would roll over. She would fall on her face like a freshly cut tree and started writhing just like that agonizing fish, turning over chairs and blurting out bits of scary sentences. And what about Dad? Did he help her? Oh God, I just remembered how this goes. Ooh. Oya shuddered, as if just remembering it pained her. I'm remembering too. It pains me too, girl. Yes, but at first... He started laughing, Tosha. He started laughing with his stupid Giga Chad face. He let out an evil laugh when he saw that Mom was in trouble. But then he cried. Oya's story made me raise an eyebrow. It seemed like the forest, oozing madness, had not only completely consumed our mom, but also infected our strong and courageous dad. I quickly stepped forward towards Oya and locked her in a tight embrace. She dug her face into my chest and I could feel my shirt becoming wet. Oh. Oh yeah, playing some Pokey Clicker, thinking about grabbing some alcohol to drink. Hoenn is turning into a bit of a slog, and booze may help numb the suffering. True. Why'd he lead with man hit by a bus and not grandma cut a chicken's head off when it comes to shock factor in the build-up? I don't... You know, it probably has a lot to do with just, like, how these characters exist in this world. It's like, yeah, something... like really, really big or really, really small. You know, like cutting the head off a chicken is like, you know, you kill the chicken, you pull its feathers off and you cook it. Like that just happens. And, you know, cutting that fish too, small compared to a man getting hit by a bus. But I guess both just set her off. Any amount of death near her and she goes nuts. Why are they bullying each other, Tosha? Are they crazy? I don't like how she's looking directly at me right now. Something about that feels wrong. Ooh. Ooh. I stuttered, unable to justify the actions of our parents. Damn, that is fucked up that he would even have to do that. I had ran out of words, and all I could do was hug Oya even tighter. BND. Oya screamed and hid behind me. Oh, sweet jump. Hey, you know what? I think that's the first jump scare of all the sort of spooky games I've played this month thus far. Nice. Turn it off, quick. No matter how many times she saw this intro, she would always react the same. Just like when she saw that owl. Oh yeah, the fucking crazy ass like demon owl spirit thing that's in the forest. Forest is scary. I mean, I also got goosebumps every time this ghastly face appeared on the screen, so I immediately complied with my sister's request. The little purple man keeps narrating. brother. The little purple man keeps narrating. She can see me. And he's like, he's crazy, Tosha. Please, get him out. Make him go away. Anyway, time to game. 9999. Finally, the game selection screen showed up for the cartridge that was bundled with the console. Too bad most of the names here were just different levels of the same game. Ugh. I picked up the gray rectangular controller and started looking around the pixel letters to find the familiar English word for duck. Background music from the menu soothed all the background music from the menu soothed Olia's mind, and she asked in a calm voice,
А как твои дела в
"How are
школе?
things at school?"
Ничего хорошего.
"Nothing good.
Школа новая, а достается мне
The school is
по-прежнему.
new, but my treatment is the same,
Словно и не переезжали никуда.
as if we never moved.
Задолбала.
I'm so tired of this." Before despair could lead me down down its depressing road toward the clutches of oppressive thoughts, something evil writhed deep inside my skull. Oh yeah, I remember this. This is the part where I was streaming super late too, so I had some people who were actually Russian, and they were like, "Yo, you ended up with the evil path," and I was like, "Oh, neat." I made this more evil. Awakening wild and pleasant memories.
Хотя, знаешь,
Oh yeah,
кое-что
actually,
хорошее всё же
something
случилось.
good did happen. Olia watched with hope-filled eyes as a wicked smile spread on my face, faintly resembling the wound from a box cutter knife.
Ещё один
Another boy
мальчик
went
пропал.
missing.
Тоша,
Tosha, do you think that's good?
почему ты так
Why do you say that? My sister's voice trembled when she looked into my eyes through the thick lenses.
Знаешь,
You know,
может,
that
тот
other missing
пропавший
boy,
сам виноват,
Vova,
что с ним это случилось.
maybe what happened to him was all his fault.
Может, он совершил
Maybe he did
нечто
something
настолько
so bad
плохое, что
that he
не
no
заслуживал
longer
жить.
deserved to live.
Не будь таким жестоким,
Don't be so cruel,
пожалуйста.
please. Olia pressed her knee into her chin and hugged them with her hands, trying to take up less space, as if she wanted to shrink or even disappear altogether. It was the only reasonable thing for us to do. Go missing among all the other broken toys, and never encounter evil parents or mad classmates. We're the only ones left for each other, the only ones who can protect, listen, and sympathize. Hear, feel, think. Which means she's bound to listen to what I think about them all. These beasts pretending to be children that are so eager to bully the weak. It was my turn to speak.
Думаю, они не последние.
I think they won't be the last. My breathing quickened. My fingers started banging on the wooden floor.
Такие люди,
People
как
like
они,
them are not
недостойны
worthy
жить,
of living,
ходить с нами в одну
going to the
школу,
same school with us,
смотреть
or
на твой
looking at your
свет.
light. My thoughts got tangled. They slipped away with my calmness.
Тошенька,
Tosha, stop. You're scaring me.
ты меня пугаешь.
Не бойся.
Don't be
я
scared.
смогу тебя
I can protect
защитить.
you. Then I finally noticed that Olia was looking at me like I was a stranger.
Кто ты?
Who are you? The rage that welled up inside me subsided. It hid under the guise of my cowardliness, leaving me alone with the growing feeling of guilt for scaring my sister and traumatizing her forever.
Оленька, прости,
Oh yeah,
я не
I'm
хотел.
sorry. I didn't mean to.
Видимо, я схожу с ума в
I
этой
guess I'm
школе.
just going crazy in that school. She rushed to embrace me, barely holding back her tears.
Все хорошо, Тоша.
It's okay, Tosha. Just please,
Никогда так больше не
please,
говори.
never say anything like this again. I can't say that for certain.
Клянусь маминым сердцем.
Swear on my mom's heart. Subtle foreshadowing. Dun dun dun! Yeah, kid looks like a 40-year-old, overworked dad already. That's his soul, man. That's what he is on the inside, probably. Also, shoutouts to Sonic for getting a Sable Eye. Hell yeah.
А сам сказал,
And you
что
told
так
me I
говорить
shouldn't say that.
нехорошо.
Ты права.
You're
Давай
right.
лучше играть.
Let's start playing already.
Только чур я первая.
I go first. Player 1, get ready. Be-dee-dee-dee-dee-doo. Ork, 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 ork. Pank, pank, pank. Player 2, get ready. Alright, here I go. Ah, fuck. Pow pow. Let's get Oh, yeah. Like, what do you mean? It's Darkwing Duck. Let's get dangerous. Pow, pow, pow. Boop, 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 boop. Get ready. Round 2. Pow. Fucking duck. Son of a bitch. Boop, 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 boop. Shit's impossible. Like I can't see my mouse. There's no like hit marker. It's just like a real light gun. Authentic. Who wants some more? Oh yeah, you little shit. I'm gonna get good at this, I swear. Last time I beat her, this time I... What the fuck was that? She like flashed through reality with that one. Oh wait, hang on, there's a turn off button. What if I just say, nah, we're done playing? God, I'm tempted. But I wouldn't. Fuck! Bang bang, and they're dead. You lost, Tosha. Fuck. Whatever. Whatever. Next time, I'm just gonna unplug that shit. My mom only managed to get through to me on her 3rd attempt. Anton, there's a call for you. It's a girl. I sobered up in an instant and rushed to the hallway.
Не споткнись, смотри.
Watch your step. I grabbed the phone, pressed it into my chest, looking at my mom. She shrugged and went into the room, gathering the toys thrown around by Olya as she went. Like, yeah, it's a girl. It happens, kid.
Алло?
Sometimes you'll get some game. Hello. Your mom has such a young voice.
А, ну да.
Well, yeah,
Она сама
I mean, she
молодая.
is young. Are you busy right now?
Нет, что
No, of course not. If only she knew how costly this conversation could be for me. I might die. What risk I took on just answering this call. There was a pen and a shabby notepad lying on the nightstand. I picked them up and started moving the tip of the pen across the paper, producing chaotic doodles that always ended up turning into hearts. Aww. I've been thinking. I need to tell you something. Ooh. I froze. It can't be. Does she like me? You've been looking so lost lately. When I saw you at school today, you were pale like a ghost. I couldn't find words. My heart was aflutter with anticipation. I wanted to say that I'm on your side. A smile was spreading on my face in anticipation for Polina's next words. And I feel so sorry for you. Aw. Good guys like you deserve better. I want to believe that you'll find the strength to fight back at some point, and the others will stop picking on you. The pen fell out of my weak fingers. Is that all she's going to say? Maybe you'll even find a girlfriend. She sounded as if she was unsure of her own words. Well, I just wanted to let you know that you're a nice guy. It was a total failure. Damn. Compassion instead of an invitation to hang out. I mean, that's still good. That's still nice. You there? Before I could reply, Olya descended the stairs. She was holding some book in a pink cover. Encyclopedia of a Young Lady.
Ты долго еще?
Will you take long? I cover the handset with my hand.
Я разговариваю.
I'm in the middle of a conversation.
Что случилось?
What happened?
Почитай мне, пожалуйста.
Read me a bedtime story, please.
Мама уснула.
Mom fell asleep.
Иди к себе.
Go to your
сейчас.
room. I'll be there in a minute.
Только быстрее,
Just be
ладно?
quick, okay?
Ладно.
Fine. My last reply sounded excessively annoyed. I sighed, watching my sister running up the stairs.
Алло, Полина?
Hello, Paulina. Sorry, I need to run. Can you imagine? There's someone in love with me and he snoops about under my windows, demanding to go out on a date with him. I'll go chase him away before Grandpa wakes up. Or maybe I should give him a chance. I bit my lower lip in jealousy. I'll tell you tomorrow if you want. We're friends after all. Friends. At least she didn't say we were besties. Aww.
Да,
Yeah,
конечно.
sure.
Добрый.
Went crazy. Good. The buzzer hammered at my brain. Dirty slut. An angry voice spoke through the teeth in my brain. Like a restless zombie devoid of a consciousness. Devoid of a consciousness? I dragged my feet up the staircase. I wish I could tell Dad. Ask for his manly advice. He would get the best advice. His dad literally is like that Giga Chad dude. But he doesn't show up home until late at night because of his new job. My parents don't have time for me, to put it lightly.
Ну, где твоя книжка?
Well, where's your book? I stuttered. The kid's room was empty.
Оль?
Oh yeah? She probably snuck into my room. I started walking down the corridor. The room was infested with shadows. The blinds were wavering like there was someone behind them. Gotcha, I smiled, sneaking towards the window and threw open the curtain. Pasha.
Попалась!
Gotcha! There was nobody behind the clock, but there's definitely people outside. The window was a TV screen showing a winter scenery. The lamppost, the field, and a couple of walking figures in the middle of it. Alyssa and Olya. I gasped and pressed my fist to my mouth, sinking my teeth into it. Alyssa was eating Olya into the thicket. I needed less than a minute to hurriedly dress and rush out of the house. My heart was beating like a firing machine gun. Crazy fox girl! Although I'm friends with her, right? We're homies. The wind carried the cold, resinous smell of coniferous trees from the forest. Freezing air crackled somewhere in the field. Two shadows loomed in front of the gate. I could only recognize them as my sister and the fox girl because of their height. I ran toward the fence, listening to the howling wind and the squeaking snow. One of the figures moved and slowly glided toward the thicket, like an ice skater. I slowed down and touched my glasses, trying in vain to adjust my vision to the surrounding darkness. Worry landed on my shoulders like a weightless snowflake. A snake woke up in my belly and started writhing. I felt nauseous. I thought about my home, the flimsy fortress I'd left behind. I finally caught up to my sister, dressed only in a coat.
Оля!
Oh yeah,
Ты видел лисичку?
have you seen the foxy?
Оля, зачем ты вышла
Oh
на
yeah,
улицу?
why'd you go outside?
Если мама
If mom
узнает...
finds out. My sister froze in place, facing the taiga. She was in a hand's reach, and I put my numb wrist on her shoulder for some reason. probably to make sure it wasn't a dream. Owl. A pointy beak was directed at me, strewn with feathers that formed an owl face. Something wearing a bird mask was staring at me. She won't. The voice sounded exactly like Olya's, but there was somebody else hiding behind the feathers and the carton. Yami, that emote is horrifying, but accurate. I sprinted away as if I got whipped. The masked creature only pretended to be Olya, just to lure me out. I was running like crazy, drowning in snow. The house in front of me was rapidly growing. The yellow lights in its window granted me hope. My mom and sister are there. My salvation. I couldn't hear anything from behind me, as if nobody was chasing me. Unfortunately, I know that owls are silent predators when they fly. Maybe it's because the owls can fly. Yeah, oh, I guess he knows that. I was already climbing the porch when I noticed another figure. From the soot-black shadow of my house, a scruffy wolf cub crawled out and stood in my way. Its movements were jerky, chaotic, as if it was performing some terrifying dance, or convulsing during a stroke. And even though I could clearly see that the wolf's face was a mask, something in this werewolf's convulsions made me freeze in place. The boy in a wolf's costume rubbed his side against the porch post and fell to his knees. He bent his back so hard that I expected his spine to crack. The beast's eyes shone, but he didn't attack. He kept crawling around and running on all fours. I shifted my feet, mouth agape, trying to keep him in my line of sight. Something was trickling from the slit in the mask. Viscous drops fell to the wooden planks. Saliva, ew. Some unknown force pushed me in the back, whispering me to save myself. The fence was flashing by at the edge of my vision. I was running in another direction at this time, toward the toothy edge of the forest that smelled of pine. My heartbeat measured time. The wolf boy growled behind my back as if he forgot his human nature. My right leg got stuck in the snow-laden cavity. I yanked it out, cursing under my breath, and fell to the ground. Plastering snow prevented me from standing up, from propping myself against anything. But my unbound thirst for life helped me get out of that trap. Darkness was creeping closer, like the toxic fumes of burial pyres. I ran again, gasping for air that stung my throat. My hair swayed in the wind. I lost my hat when I fell down, and my ears were now hot from the freezing cold while most of my body was still sweating. The field finally ended. After realizing that running in the forest wasn't the smartest decision I could make, I dove into the line of trees. I ran without stopping, my face covered with one of my palms. I didn't want to lose an eye to some random branch. Branches whipped my clothes, pricked my skin like butchers that were herding a pig into the grinder. A knot of roots sprouted from under the ground and grabbed my foot. I rammed into the scratchy trunk, slid down to its base, and looked around in a panic.
Ух, какой ты быстрый!
You're so fast. My first desire was to dash toward her and give her a hug. I resisted it and squeezed myself even tighter into the pine.
Ты...
You...
Что ты здесь
What are
делаешь?
you doing here?
Да вот,
This and that. She was holding the hat I lost.
в бюро находок подрабатываю.
Working part-time in Lost and Found.
Надевай.
Put it on, or your ears will freeze and maybe even fall off soon. She giggled. I squinted in suspicion and shifted my gaze back and forth between her and the hat, scared that Alyssa might be holding a severed head or something even more sinister. But in the end, my hat turned out to be just my hat. Take. I took it and pulled it over my forehead,
Тепло?
feeling warmer. I didn't reply.
Там во дворе были какие-то дети.
There was... Oh, God, excuse me. There were some children in the yard.
И что, покусали
And?
тебя, что ли?
Did they bite you or something?
Нет.
No.
А чего же ты
Then why did you
убежала?
run away? The answer was obvious, but after rolling the thought on my tongue, I mumbled.
Не знаю.
I don't know. I was fucking scared, dog.
Эх,
Ah.
обещала не
Why did I
обзывать тебя,
promise to never
дурачок.
call you a dunce again?
А я обещала.
Oh well, I keep my promises, technically. She walked up to me and grabbed me by the elbow. I sensed the familiar aroma of mint, oranges, and burnt sparklers. I wanted to lean into Alice to savor the minute details of her smell.
Сколько можно
How many
повторять?
times do I need to tell you?
Ой, ты
You're
в
safe as long as you're with me.
безопасности. Я твой друг.
I'm your friend,
И они.
and they are too. I quickly turned around toward the place the fox girl was pointing to. Kids in masks appear at the clearing. At least they looked like kids since they were all pretty short. A wolf boy, an owl girl, and a bear boy. God, the teeth on the bear one look freaky in this silhouette. But I guess that makes sense. They all huffed and gasped for air, clearly tired from running around. I thought you fell through the snow. Started digging around but couldn't find you. And I didn't care enough. You see, if you're dumb, you run around and dig. And if you're smart, you wait until the others get tired of running around and digging. Then you start talking.
Как я
You're a rat. Degenerate.
А?
Eh?
Не обращай
Don't mind
внимания.
him, he's a
Он со
weirdo.
странностями.
I stood there stupefied, my mouth agape and my hands dangling helplessly. I had no idea how to react to the words of these late-night guests, but I managed to squeeze out something resembling a smile.
Вы просто
You just
меня
scared me.
напугали.
That's all. They started looking at each other, and somebody even snorted, as if I said something funny. Yes, yes, the fox is right.
Это он.
He's the one.
Нет, это
No,
наш.
this is our... Have we finally found him? Am I the missing link?
Наш
Our
зайчик.
bunny! Yes, he looks the part. The wolf boy started wagging a part of his costume like it was his tail in excitement. First?
Ну, конечно,
Of
ты
course,
первый.
you were first.
Это волчик раньше
Wolfie
всех
here was the
почуял
first to
запах
sense the
тебя.
bunny in you.
Рассказал
He
нам?
told us about you.
Здравствуй.
Hello.
С нашей совушкой.
And you've already
Ты
met our
знакома
Hootie before.
понаслышке. Не такая уж она
She isn't that
страшная,
scary, is
правда?
she?
Да,
I
наверное.
guess.
А этот улыбчивый
And this
бугай.
smiling big guy is Teddy.
Ты лучше с ним полазай.
Be mindful with him or he'll chew off your head.
Зачем это?
Huh?
Да, смотрю,
I see you've also dropped your sense of humor somewhere on the way here. I was still unsure if these peculiar little animals had the best intentions in mind, so I hid my hands behind my back, trying to look away from the gaping holes of their carnival masks. Elisa put her hands to her sides in a theatrical manner and somehow managed to wink with her fox face.
Когда в следующий раз придем,
The next time we come, we'll ring bells for you. That way you'll be less scared of our visit. Do we even have bells?
Чур, я звенеть
I won't be
не
ringing.
буду. У меня
My paw
лапка
hurts.
болит.
My smile was no longer fake.
О,
Ah,
здорово
you showed us your
показал.
teeth. That's a good
добрый
sign.
знак. Не ожидала, что
I didn't
сможем
expect you to
тебя
find us
рассмешить.
fun.
Я думала, это
I thought it was an
подстава
emotion
только
reserved strictly to
Диснейленду.
Disneyland.
Откуда ты знаешь?
How do you know that?
Да так,
I read about it
кое-где.
somewhere.
Про меня?
You read about me?
Про клюв от воробья.
Aren't you
Про
funny?
Диснейленд, я-
No, about Disneyland, darling. You can read human?
Зря я, что ли,
Do you think I've been going to school every day for nothing? And then she sang in a coquettish voice, "Oh yeah, the song!" Hell yeah. Do the little...
Как детей не замечать, как мечты их развенчать. Учат в школе, учат в школе, учат в школе. Крепко-накрепко вломить, с детства слабеньких чморить. Учат в школе, учат в школе, учат в школе.
I remember that song. It's cute. And who wants to be friends with them? I do. They seem like a great bunch. I let out a cautious laugh. My new acquaintances didn't seem scary anymore. On the contrary, they looked friendly and welcoming. There was something about them that attracted me. Just like this clearing, this moon, and the snowflakes that fell backwards from the ground to the sky, as if someone was rewinding a tape. Rewinding a tape. As if someone was rewinding a tape. As if someone was rewinding a tape. As if someone was rewinding a tape. The masked kids got close and I felt their touch. They gave me friendly taps, felt my clothes, as if checking whether I was real. There was no animalistic malice in their touch, only pure childish curiosity. For some reason, I thought to myself, I can trust them. Snowflakes just kept on floating upwards. Oh yeah. The snow is just going upwards as usual. My favorite part of his stream is listening to G-Man struggle with talking. Why would you say that? Nobody will hurt you anymore. Friend.
Пусть только попробуй.
Yeah, if somebody ever tries to, I'll kill him. The fox gave me a slight tug and burst out laughing.
Ну что, Тоша?
Well then, Tosha,
Убегаешь с воплями?
will you run away screaming or come with us? You fool!
Куда?
Where to? To the amusement park. I love the expressions on her mask. It's great. At that moment, Tyga's deceptive silence was broken by the sound of a distant flute. And then it just starts playing imaginary places. Mesmerizing and alluring, it brought about the ring of crystal glass and the whispers of a fresh winter spring. If I had any doubts before, the flute's song shattered the last of them. I started following my new friends before I could make any decision. My legs carried me of their own will, and the tunnels made of pines stepped apart. Bushes bowed in front of our procession. Everything looked dreamlike. Because even the clearing we ended up on, I only saw in my dream. The flute soared up in the treetops like some fanatical bird. The snowflakes floated up in a spiral. The moon painted tree branches with silver. Ah, it's so beautiful. Hang on, let's just... Yeah. It's nice. It's real nice. I bet it gets prettier somehow. Alyssa gasped in amazement. I was also in awe. I tilted my head backwards as far as I could. Whew, what a sight.
Очень красиво.
It's so beautiful. Wolfie howled in agreement. Well, yeah, what else is a wolf to do?
Это мелочи.
This is nothing.
Я покажу
I can
гораздо
show you
больше,
much more,
если захочешь.
if you want. I did want. Sorry, my nose suddenly was like, you cannot breathe. Mucus attack. I wanted to see what the fox girl saw with her eyes, hidden in the semi-dark of her cape. Now I didn't feel weird about these masked kids. I felt weird for being the only one without a mask. I felt like I was naked in the January winds.
Скажите, а зачем вам
Why do you wear
маски?
these masks? I was trembling, but I wasn't scared. My trembling wasn't caused by the cold. It originated from the peculiar anxiousness, the anticipation of something amazing.
А тебе зачем?
And why do you ask? I touched my cold cheek.
Но я без маски.
I'm not wearing one. I love human tails.
Человеческие
Human
глазки.
nails.
Человеческие
Human
дрязги.
veils.
Я же говорила,
I've already told you.
все жители поселка
All the
носят
villagers wear
маски.
masks.
Только скрываются
It's
за
just
ними.
you won't find anything human underneath them.
И даже я?
Even me?
Ты такой
You're so
рассеянный,
clumsy, Anton.
Однажды
We've already found your glasses once already.
очки.
И шапку.
And your hat.
И твое настоящее лицо.
And your real face. I looked at the mask the fox was holding out to me. The bunny mask that looked like a silver ingot under the moonlight. I was curious to see the world through its slits. Partake of the mask. Suddenly, fighting its way through the flute's melody, a thought came to me. The glasses they found were in Semyon's possession. My new acquaintances must have known what happened to him. Or even worse, were
А куда
responsible.
подевался Семен? Что с
And
ним
where did
стало?
Semyon disappear to? What happened to him?
И с остальными детьми?
And the other children? The bear and the owl looked at each other. Ooh. Ooh. The wolf boy curled into a ball, and the fox lowered the pointy nose of her mask.
Тот, кого держали в
The one who was
клетке.
kept in a cage. Oh.
Тот, кто режет
The one who cuts into little
мелко-мелко.
pieces.
Тот, кто носит
The
кожаные
one who wears a
лифчики,
skin
забрал.
face took them. Ugh. Skin face.
Умел бы я креститься.
If I knew how to cross myself, I'd do it. He doesn't know how to do the little cross thingy for Jesus? For Jesus?
Хотите сказать, это был человек?
So you're saying it was a human? Yeah.
Чем ты только
Were you
слушал?
even listening to us?
Разве можно
How can you
назвать
call
такого
someone like
какой
him a human?
человек?
Одно слово.
There's just one word for him. An adult. Kids next door group. It's so easy to get lost in the adult world. And let me hydrate really quick. Thanks, Yami. Good hydrate redeem. I'll take a sip right now. Honestly, more of a swig, but you know,
Убийцы,
killers,
жестокие
cruel animal
дрессировщики
trainers, and cold
и
parents.
равнодушные. Лучше об этом
If you don't want to
вовсе не
get sad,
думать,
better
чтобы
not
не
think
грустить.
about them.
Не знаю, как вам,
I don't
а
know
мне
about you,
печалиться
but I
совсем не
definitely don't
хочется.
want to be sad.
И я сегодня
Somehow,
какой-то
I'm also not
негрустный.
sad today.
Антон.
What about you,
а
Anton?
ты?
Huh? Eh? I was lost in thought, staring at the pines, trying to pinpoint the location of the flute. I was sure that the person who played it was standing right behind the piney stockade. Someone tall, going over the holes in the flute with their long fingies.
Так что?
What now? Are we gonna sit and be sad or have some fun?
Алиса хотела что-то показать.
Elisa wanted to show me something.
Давай начнем с самой
Let's start with the
сладкой
sweet
части
stuff.
программы.
The fox girl took out a handful of candy from her pocket and handed them to each of the kids. Covers shuffled. The smell of pineapple, cocoa, and melon wafted through the air.
Ам,
Ah, the last treat, a chocolate. my brain parsed that sentence like it was like the last treat, a chocolate, and then there's gonna be like a dash break where it was like some other thing like a chocolate, something, and then the sentence continued. But no, it's just a chocolate covered waffle candy. Elisa put it right into my mouth. My tongue was engulfed in spiciness. I felt like my body was covered in fur and small sparks were running along it. Furry transformation candy? Cool. I chewed on the waffle and the chocolate, gulped them down, enjoying the vivid taste.
Спасибо.
Thanks. Yes, you eat. This is just what a furry convention's like, right? You just go party with some random furries in the woods. Someone puts a candy in your mouth and you put your fursuit on. You go crazy. You go crazy, you dance, you have fun. My gratitude was barely audible because my lips were already touching the inside of a mask. Slurp. I didn't even notice how I put it against my face. The paper mache was warm. The mask stuck to my skin, giving it a nice prickle. Huh? Huh? Eh? Oh, hi, folks. You walked into the part of, I think, near the tail end of chapter 3. Because my save files were all weird, so we had to backtrack a little bit. But it's cool. The kind when you dive into a hot bath after being outside in winter, when you lie there and purr from the soapy water.
Говорила же, это твоё.
See? I told you. This is yours. Antoine has become Bunny. Is this how Icy became a bunny? She went out into the forest with some strange children, had candy, and got a bunny mask?
Моё.
Mine.
Чего стоим? За нас
What are we
веселиться
waiting
никто не
for?
будет.
The fun won't have itself. You're right. The melody kept swirling in the field like a hurricane. I couldn't wait to release the energy, the heat that this enchanting music was filling me with. Ooh. The owl jumped and disappeared into the sky. I heard her laughter from somewhere above, and then she landed back, huffing and sighing.
И ты так можешь.
You can do it too. Give it a try. I followed suit. My feet tore off from the ground. I flew towards the stars like a rocket and screamed for happiness after seeing my friends down below. The wind helped me fly. It felt like I was jumping on a huge trampoline. Ah, it's so pretty. The stars looked like vivid sparkles that I could reach it and lick up. The moon also got closer, and then I plunged. I got scared that I'd break my legs for a moment, but my soles landed softly on the ground, and I regained my balance.
С нами ты в безопасности.
You're safe with us,
И все твои мечты
and all your
станут
dreams will
реальностью.
come true.
Я так счастлива наконец.
I'm so happy that I finally found you,
Зайчик.
Bunny. In a fit of merry laughter, I realized the most important thing. These four are not a threat. My real enemies, and I felt that with every single hair on my mask, were those who knew nothing about magic. Humans from the village. I also realized how alive my surroundings have become. I heard the dry grass under the snow moan. I saw faces of the trees and the stars. The trees were smirking and the stars were grimacing in fear. Sing mode. Yes. That's right. Be scared. I'll jump up to you. And I snapped my teeth and let out a jubilant laugh, jumping up along with the fox. Helloing. My brain is like, I can't. Sing mode, all I can think of is songs from Ride the Cyclone, but I don't know any of them by word. All I can remember is just a portion of that one song. And I'm asking you why, Lord, if this is how I die, Lord. I snapped my teeth and let a jubilant laugh, jumping along with the fox. Whoa! God, I can fly higher than all of the rest. Just follow your heart and your dreams. Take to the skies as you hope for the best. Fly higher than all the rest. You know, all of Ride the Cyclone word for word. I know, like I saw it once, and it was recent. It was good. I liked that music a lot. That was fun. I think I would be the rat. And hey, look at that. We've entered another funky little ad space. Ad break. Ad break. Ad break. Ad break. What if I just started break dancing during the ad break? Would that be anything? Would that be enjoyable for the people? And Yami's lost all on the gambling. My life is awesome. This game is awesome. Robots are awesome. But also, this is great. A little owl, a fox, a wolf, a bear, and now a bunny. Hanging out in the forest, eating insane candy. That last beatbox bit sounded like I was joking. I might be dying a little bit. It's definitely the chocolate. It's taking effect. It's a Majin Buu type chocolate, I bet. Also, can I say, like, all of this game was like black and white, and now that we're like tripping balls and like hanging out in the forest with furries, there's now color here. Very cool. Oh my god, why is everyone going broke? First Yami, and then Aang. Who's next? Who's gonna gamble all and lose everything, huh? You know what they say. If you can't beat them, join them. Watch this. Fuck! Whatever, I'm still rich as hell. I sit atop my beautiful, beautiful throne of Swag Mountain. Still plans you're saving for? Oh, don't worry, the gems that you gamble with are completely and totally separate from your channel points. It's just like a Streamlabs thing. So if you want to, you could. It has no bearing on how much channel points and redeems you can get. It's just a silly little thing for funsies. Go on. Gamble. Do a bit of gambling, I dare you. Gambling's good for you, I promise. You trust me, right? We're eating random strange chocolates and dancing around in the forest. You trust me, right? Anyways, we flew higher than the tallest pines and stayed in the air. I swirled. Alyssa followed my rhythm. I knew that she was smiling, so I smiled too. And the flute just kept on playing, carrying us higher and higher. Yami, you can't gamble if you have zero monies. I'm sorry.
Эй,
Hey,
тебя что, заколдовали?
did someone put a spell on you? Yeah. That someone is standing next to me, I thought, trying to unglue my chin from the desk. My muscles felt slightly sore, but that feeling was pleasant. The whole class was wandering about for some reason, whispering and passing notes to each other. Their faces looked like discolored masks to me, bleak and boring. I yawned, remembering the time I was soaring high above the forest, with Alyssa by my side, laughing and squeezing my hand. Perhaps, no, probably it was all just a dream. Because I didn't walk back from the forest, just woke up in my bed on a normal morning with tea and medicine. Still, I was hardly worried about trying to find a rational explanation for my night dance. That feeling of flight was much more important. The knowledge of how it feels to be hanging in the air above the treetops of majestic pines and baring my teeth at the moon. 'Cause I'm the moon! That's right, I'm the moon! Ha ha ha! Your days are numbered, they're numbered, my friend, 'cause the whole dang universe is coming to an end. God, I love that stupid song.
Прости, задумался.
Sorry, I got lost in thought.
Слышал уже про Катю?
Have you heard about Katya?
А?
Eh? Did she go missing? Hell yeah. I glanced at the empty seat in front of me.
Катя пропала.
Katya went missing. Hell yeah, but also, oh no, another child's been abducted. But it was a shitty child, but they're still just a child. My sleepiness was gone in an instant. I frowned in suspicion.
Как пропала?
What do you mean? It can't be. Katya Smirnova, 12 years old, grade 6, was last seen during the day on January 23rd at the schoolyard. Episode 4. Oh wow, I forgot. Is that really just how it ends? Is that how episode 3 ends? Like, and there it is! Alright, stomp your hooves and wait.
Я сама не поверила, но
I
Лилия
couldn't believe it
Павловна
at
на работу
first,
не
but
вышла.
Lilia Pavlovna didn't come to work today.
Контрольная
The
отменяется.
test is off. I remembered Katya. She was both beautiful and mean. Yami can gamble with no money. It's called trying to get a loan to go gambling without owing your life to the mafia. Well, good luck with that. Can't gamble at this casino without money. And the only one who deals out more money is me. So, you know. I guess more gems. I could just start throwing random numbers at people. Katya, the first girl in our whole class whose body started maturing, to the envy of all the other female students. The main source of gossip, a snake and a bitch. Run! She's a ghost and a bitch! I continued scribbling in my notebook, drawing rows of pines and 2 small figures, flying between the treetops and the full moon. Shivers ran up to my shoulders, sneaking playfully under the hem of my skirt. Did I say skirt? I meant shirt. Anyway, even though soaring through the sky felt so simple, there was still something evil weighing me down. A small loan of 1,000,000 gems? No, I had 1,000,000 gems and I gambled enough where I don't. Speaking of, I'm gonna gamble again really quick now that we're talking about gambling some more. Oh, look at that. I'm almost back. I'm going back up, baby. I'll hit 1,000,000 again. You know how it is. The house always wins. Them's the rules. Them's the breaks, pal. Teehee. Oh, fuck. Did I read that? Hang on. I forgot if I read that sentence. Even though soaring through the sky felt so simple, there was still something evil weighing me down. Oh, yeah. I did say those words. The culprit was definitely still in the village. They were hiding something horrible under a mask of piousness.
А что ты рисуешь?
What are you drawing? Embarrassed, I covered the notebook, as if there was something shameful about the figures above the forest.
Да ничего. Так,
Nothing really,
дурака
just
валяю.
fooling around. Polina put her elbows on the desk. I had already forgotten how light and graceful she was, just like a violin. The anger and rage that boiled inside me yesterday during our phone call subsided, hid in a hole. I just couldn't stay mad at Polina. Oh boy, I've been there. I wish she could also jump around with us after stripping away her mask of fake mundanity. And yeah, Felix, you are probably gonna be riding with her. And by probably I mean definitely, yes, 100%. There's no maybe about that. I smiled, imagining Polina's skirt flapping in the wind. Pervert! The stars, sparkling all around us. Her asking in bewilderment whether it is all a dream. And myself telling her that it doesn't matter. Polina's expression grew dark again.
Ужасно еще и то, что Катя
It's
мне
also
жалеть
tragic that I
сложно.
find it difficult to empathize with her.
Я правда ищу в себе
I
сострадание.
tried so hard, but all I remembered are all her nasty deeds and... Polina shook her head.
Я
I'm a
чудовище.
monster, aren't I? Nah, huh? No, I thought. You're one of the most beautiful girls I've ever met. But alas, you're only number 2 on that list. Fox Girl's number 1, apparently. Makes sense. Jump, 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 jump around. Also, Sonic, I did think about that now that I'm watching everyone gamble down to 0, but I'm like, there's no way to turn the gems into channel points, so I guess it really is just like a one-way exchange, because both channel points and gems are sort of a signifier of how long have you been watching. I'll consider it. I decided not to say that out loud.
Плохо, наверное, что
It's not okay that I felt worse when I lost my questionnaire than when she went missing. My nostrils picked up the smell of candy, tree resin, and fireworks.
Ты потеряла анкету?
You lost your questionnaire.
Да. И кто-то
Yes,
сейчас читает
somebody out there
чужие
is reading other people's secrets now. Yes, the forest, I thought, imagining the crooked branches turning notebook pages, touching the childish handwriting with their icy twigs.
Надеюсь, ее найдут.
I hope the search goes well. I was unsure whether she spoke about Katya or her notebook. Probably both, but like a 70-30. 70 on the notebook. I wanted to ask her about it, but then I noticed Polina's intense stare directed at me.
Что?
What?
Ты будто изменился.
You've changed. I smoothed my hair. Flat. Surprise. He's like, shit, what,
Просто
me?
не выспался.
He's trying to act nonchalant. I just didn't sleep all tonight.
Сегодня ты точно какая-то другая мелодия.
Oh, you're a different
Очень
melody today.
древняя,
Some
таинственная.
mysterious ancient tune. I'm just interpreting this that she can do like, it's like Soul Eater, like she can just see his soul wavelength. He's like, oh yeah, your wavelength, it's different. I thought about the flute's melody streaming between the bushy treetops.
Надеюсь, ты никому не рассказал
I
про
hope
наш
you haven't
вчерашний
told anyone
разговор?
about our chat yesterday.
Что ты?
Of course not. She nodded as if acknowledging that she can fully trust me. I was unsure whether I merited such trust. Her hair cascaded down her shoulders. The smell was so wonderful that it sent me flying toward the glowing stars of my inner cosmos without any magic. Damn, those are some beautiful words. Biasha jumped at me like the Jack-in-the-Box toy and yelled in my ear,
Опачки!
"Look here!" Oh god, ugly kid jump scare. Having a lovey-dovey time, eh?
Ты че, очкарик, Полиночку
Hey,
охмурил?
Four Eyes, are you trying to pick up Paulina? Paulina came to my help, even though I didn't ask her to. Or maybe I did with my entire appearance.
Что за
Like, yeah, I'm just
глупости?
looking pathetic over
Мы
here.
просто друзья.
What's with this nonsense? We're just friends.
Твоя подружка,
Is he
значит?
your is
Ходишь
he
вместе
your
за
girlfriend
платьями?
then? Do you go
С
to buy
этим
dresses
педиком?
together with this fag?
Никакой он не педик.
He's not a
И вообще,
fag.
отвянь от
Leave
Петрова.
Petrov alone. I needed to do something, but I just sat there, clutching the edge of my desk. Romka gave me a deriding snort.
Баба
A
тебя
girl
спасла,
saved
уродец.
you, ugly face.
Живи
I'll
пока.
let you live for now. For now. I'll hunt you down. My enemies left the classroom, guffawing. Oh, Polina showed me a sad smile.
Будь сильным.
Be strong. I wanted to scream that I couldn't. Aww. That's so sad, but I guess that is the nature of Bunny. I couldn't be strong and stand up against those bastards. I couldn't stand up for myself. Or anyone. I'm pathetic. I wanted to disappear into the forest, dig myself into the snow. I want to go home, get under my blanket, far away from humans. Polina left, and the thoughts that were terrorizing me finally made me weep. Damn. I stayed late after school again to escape Romka's ire from my rash act of talking to Polina, which meant I had to drag my feet toward home in the twilight. A bored school janitor scraped his shovel against the asphalt, and the upperclassmen blew out smoke that formed clouds similar to dialogue bubbles in comics. I wanted to fill those bubbles with friendly words, but there was nothing friendly about the icy stares those guys gave me. I was leaving the unpleasant world of stale buns and nasty insults. Someone shoved me near the stairs. Didn't their parents teach them to apologize? Assholes. I crossed the village and slowed my pace near the bridge. I turned my head around, looking for my fox friend, but neither she nor my other new friends could be seen anywhere. I was met with a silent forest. It felt like a crouching predator, pretending to be asleep. It still watched me with one eye from under half-closed eyelids, and I walked through it, my fingers gripping the backpack's straps, looking at my feet through a pair of glasses. Katya! Katya! Once again, black shadows flashed among the naked trees, shouting the name of a girl who was almost likely already dead, over and over. Damn, that's crazy. The sunset fizzled over the pines' tops, like a flame from a gas burner set to a minimum. I walked forward, trying to hide my head in my shoulders, avoiding the sight of the crooked trees. The house was a dark stain on the white, snowy blanket. Oh, excuse me. What is this game? It's a horror-ish visual novel. It's set in like the mid-late 80s-ish in like a sort of rural part of Russia. We are playing as a boy who has moved, I believe, from the city out into this area because his dad has work out here somewhere, I think, or was it his mother? But you know, typical moving around story kind of beats. Shitty at home family from mom and dad arguing and having just his sister, and also the forest is haunted and there's some fucked up shit and kids keep disappearing. The house was a dark stain on the white snowy blanket. The front door was open and the front door was open and swayed slightly in the wind. I felt like my skin was getting covered in rime. I clenched my fists. Darkness oozed into the hallway, and snowflakes floated inside along with it, landing softly on the rug, like a pack of vultures that sensed their food. I stepped into the doorway with the utmost caution. For a moment, I thought I heard someone talking in the kitchen, but it turned out to be a radio broadcast. The previously mentioned cyclone. Cyclone? Oh shit, ride the cyclone! The previously mentioned cyclone is getting even closer to the region, I guess. The official forecast for tomorrow suggests gusts of wind reaching up to 70 kilometers per hour. Miles per hour. Miles per hour. Awesome, dude. Good job, brain. Emercom of Russia has called on citizens to exercise extreme caution. The roads are closed off. The cold air streams coming from the Arctic are bringing massive blizzards. Oh, I heard voices coming from the upper floor, too. Oh yeah, I guess we're about to get some of that fun family drama. The staircase let out a long squeak. I took one step, yet my heart managed to beat 6 or 7 times in the meantime. The door to my parents' bedroom was ajar. A shadow play unfolded inside a light spot. Black silhouettes were performing a dance of hatred. Mom hissed at Dad, her wrist flying toward the ceiling, and he towered over her, his hands crossed on his huge chest. His big titties. We're all in danger, and it's your fault. And stop lying. You saw him in the village.
Он вычислил,
He
где
found
мы
out where we
живем.
live.
Это был не
It
он.
wasn't him.
Я читала в газетах, на
I've
что
read about the things
способны
your
твои
buddies are
дружки.
capable of in the newspapers. I ran toward my bedroom. My parents were in the middle of another quarrel where they showered each other with mutual accusations.
Карина.
Dad let out a low, beast-like roar. Make them stop. Olia stood in the corridor, pressing her little palms against her ears. Aww. Tails when he gets hit by a bus? No. Miles Morales. Honestly, I was that's when you mash. That's when Tails and Miles Morales get hit by a bus together. Her face, swollen from crying, made my skin freeze.
Что случилось?
What happened?
Они разведутся.
They're going to divorce. I hugged my sister and held her tight. My tongue refused to listen to my commands, to look for excuses. It felt like the screams were coming from every direction, all right and left, up and down, splitting my head apart. Oh god, swear words rained down on us, so we covered our heads with our hands, like refugees running from a bombing.
Я хочу уйти.
I want to escape.
В свою комнату.
To your room?
Нет.
No, far away.
Отведи меня
Lead
в
me to
Неверленд.
Neverland, you promise.
Ты обещал.
Oh. I carefully unglued Olya's hands from her ears and led her away from the room with our parents, which was vibrating with malice.
Из-за тебя.
Your fault.
Ради кого?
For whom? Your own, and only your own. I would never. That damn. In moments like these, I despised them more than they despised each other. Fair, honestly. I bolted down the door to my room and leaned against it. My knees gave way.
Послушай, Оля, мне
Look,
тоже
Оля,
здесь плохо.
I also hate it here.
Ты хотя бы в школу
At least you
ходишь.
can go to school. I let out a sad laugh.
Эта школа кошмар.
That school is one
Меня там
big
все
nightmare.
ненавидят.
Everybody hates me.
Только одна девочка надо мной не
There's only
смеется.
this one girl who
Зато
wasn't making
жалеет,
fun of
как
me.
побитого пса.
She takes pity on me instead, like I'm a beaten dog.
Ты не пес.
You're not a dog. Yeah, I know I'm a bunny
Я
apparently.
не понимаю, кто я.
I don't know who I am anymore.
Но там снаружи ничем
But
не
the
лучше,
outside
чем в
world
доме.
is clearly no better than our home.
Где же лучше?
Do you know a better
Пойдем
place?
туда.
Let's go there.
Летим,
We'll
поплывем.
fly or swim.
Если б можно было.
Only we could do that.
Я бы всё
I would have
на свете отдал,
sacrificed
чтобы уйти
everything
и
to
забрать
escape and
тебя с
take you with
собой.
me. Olya's upper lip trembled. Swear?
Клянешься?
I put on a bitter smile.
Чтоб мне умереть.
On my own life. Something hit the window's ledge on the outside. Olya shuddered and shifted her gaze toward it. Bam! Another snowball smacked into the window's frame.
Ты ждешь кого?
Oh, ew, gross. Were you expecting someone? I didn't reply. Instead, I let go of her wrist. Olya wept in fear. I crossed the room, wincing from every shout coming from my parents. I could hear plates getting smashed now. They must have moved their argument to the kitchen. Oh, let's open these curtains. Oh, cool. Hey, the homies. I flung the curtains and the window open. Look at him wave. Hootie, Teddy, Wolfie, and most importantly, the charming Alyssa stood outside, waving at us. Olya gasped in surprise when she saw the owl girl.
Я же
See,
говорила.
I told you. Oh, yeah.
Да, знаю. Я тебя
Yeah,
всегда
I know. I always believed you.
Кто они?
Who are they? Her fearful voice also had some curiosity mixed in.
Чтобы в такую погоду дома сидеть.
Only the most boring children sit at home in weather like this.
У меня столько
We still have so many games to play. Hoot. Woo. But let's not play all of them. My paw hurts. We play a little, then rest. Friends. Come on, come out to play and dance. Beast, 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 come out and play and dance with the beast. And because I have to make the joke now, Mr. Beast! My heart started beating faster as soon as I saw Alyssa. And my inner voice practically screamed, she's here! She's finally here! And hello, Ree, why are you highlighting sanity check in the message? Sanity check is banned for the month of October. We lose sanity here.
Они знают, как попасть в Небыляндию.
Do they know the way to Neverland? I entertained that possibility, looking at the animal kids.
Может быть, пойдем и узнаем.
Maybe. Let's go find out. The silhouettes of my forest friends promise to free us from sadness, anger, and nightly horrors. I made sure that Olya wore warm clothes. Mom barked at Dad like a wild beast from that show. Nikolai Drodzov. I don't know that one. A Soviet and Russian zoologist, traveler, popular science advocate, and a TV host featured in the Inside the Animal Kingdom program. He is famous for his infectious optimism and overwhelmingly empathetic attitude towards animals. Oh, how nice. And listen, you gotta give up on the sanity check. You at least wait a month. You don't have to give up on the things you love if all you need to do is just wait for them to be available. Patience. We sneaked past the rumbling kitchen and into the snowfall outside. Alyssa ran up to me and hugged me tight, poking her cold nose into my neck.
Как же
You
долго!
took so long. Just banned me until October. Nah. You're here for the whole month, baby.
Пока мы вас домоседов ждали.
We almost got old waiting for you shut-ins. She pressed her body into me even harder. Aww. Turns out, waiting is so tiring. Whew. Give me a minute to catch my breath. Steady working on like his tight 5 there, or what was this comedy routine? So funny. I was preparing to leave for a long time once. And when I was done, I forgot where I was supposed to go. Olya looked at the owl with suspicion.
Rise and shine, Mr. Freeman.
Rise and shine.
Not that I wish to imply you have been sleeping on the job. No one is more deserving of a rest, and all the effort in the world would have gone to waste until... Well, let's just say your hour has come again.
And a hydrate from Ben along with the G-Man sound alert. And we're not gonna ban you until the end of the month, Ree. I love this dialogue and this happening. Olya was, since moving here, or maybe not even since moving, but for the longest time, Olya was like, oh my god, there's a scary owl in the woods, which is obviously the owl kid. And she's like, yeah, she was looking nervous, but she still giggled when the bird did a backflip and landed perfectly on her feet without staggering. I'm like, oh shit, that bird's kind of chill. All the other animals, as if on cue, stopped fooling around and stared at Olya in amazement. That's the girl who didn't want to become friends. She was scared, man.
Меня зовут
My name is Olya.
Раньше я...
I was afraid of you before.
Тебя испугала наша совушка?
Were you afraid of our Hootie?
Может быть, у нее
Maybe she has
совофобия?
owl phobia. Can you cure that?
Главное, чтобы
It
ребенок
doesn't matter as long as she's not afraid of having fun.
Иначе с нами
Or she
можно
might get
умереть
scared to
от
death
страха.
with us. I was stunned at the realization that my lips were slowly forming a smile. Every time I met Alyssa, it felt like I crossed a river, and the sound of flowing water suppressed all of my negative thoughts. Your costumes are so pretty! The fox girl let go of me and squatted beside Olya.
О,
My,
какая
what a cutie!
очаровашка.
Tiny bunny.
Антоша,
Why
почему
did
ты
you hide such a
пряталась
cute
от этой
creature
милой
from us
создания
before?
раньше?
I glanced at the house, worried that our parents might have seen us and were about to ruin our fun like they always do. Then hugged my sister and replied,
Давайте отойдем подальше.
"Let's get further away from here."
Запросто.
Sure thing.
Оля, а ты
Hey,
знаешь,
Olya,
как найти
do you
в
know how to
нашем
find
лесу Деда
Grandpa
Мороза?
Frost on our forest? Is that like Jack Frost? Grandpa Frost, Dead Moroz, a legendary figure similar to Santa Claus. Oh, okay. Hailing from Slavic mythology. He is often depicted wearing a heel-length fur coat in red or blue, a semi-round fur hat, and a pair of a Russian traditional winter footwear. Valenki. His feet, not his feet, I guess footwear is still in the mind. His face is adorned by a long white beard, and he walks with a long magic stick. He's said to bring presents to well-behaving children on the New Year's Eve. My little sister's eyes widened. How? He's real! The hammer! He's real!
Нужно идти
You need to
по
follow the
сладкой
sweet trail.
тропинке.
Alyssa bent down and took a candy out of the snow. Oh shit, candy. Olya raised her hands in amazement. She gave me an inquiring look. I nodded. Only got one thing on my... I do not have Santa feet on my mind, lunatic. My sister munched on the candy. Wait, do we have Grandpa Frost in our forest? Why didn't you tell me?
Я рассказывала.
I did,
Сегодня
this
днём.
afternoon. But I sleep during the day.
Ага,
Right,
вот я и
I told you
рассказывала,
while you were
пока ты
sleeping.
спала.
That's cheating. Ooh, tail. Elisa dashed away, wiggling her red tail like a torch's flame. Olya went after her without thinking and laughed after taking another candy out of a snow pile.
Вы такие бодрые. На вас аж смотреть.
I like Teddy. You're so lively, it makes me sick to my stomach.
А ты давай не зевай.
And you stop being so passive.
Лучше беги с нами к Деду Морозу.
Run with us
пока
to
все
Grandpa
подарки не
Frost while there's
разобрали.
still presents left.
Скажешь тоже.
No way.
Скорее уж мне на голову
Teddy just doesn't want to do
свалится 3
shit.
кило
I won't
конфет,
believe the
чтоб я
fox's
пойду
tales unless
гулять
10 pounds of
вместе.
sweets drop on my head right now. Boom! When the aforementioned sweets started raining down on the bear's head, I couldn't stop myself from laughing at him ouching, bobbing his head up and down. Ooh, candy. Tasty treats glistened in the snow. Teddy sneezed and pulled a Little Bear in the North candy out of his ear.
Я бы вздремнул.
I'd take an hour-long nap and then count all these
Уж потом
chocolates.
пересчитал все эти шоколады. У меня
Oh, and it's
такое
all chocolates too, I
подозрение,
want it
что
so
тут не
badly.
больше килограмма.
I suspect there are no more than 3 pounds here. Still, 3 pounds of candy? 3 pounds of chocolate, no less. Pretty good. Alyssa shouted at us from the side of the forest.
Не в этой жизни.
Maybe in another life!
Давайте скорее.
Hurry up! Grandpa Frost is already tired of waiting for you in the castle. I shrugged and ran. Running loosened the grip of fear I felt all this time. Ooh, What is that? Something round whizzed past my temple. I decided it was a snowball, but then Olya proclaimed,
Zephyr!
Zephyr! What is that? What is Zephyr? A type of soft confectionery, popular in post-Soviet countries. It's made by whipping fruit and berry puree with sugar and egg whites with subsequent addition of gelling. Its chocolate-coated variant shares the same family of treats with American Malamars, German Chokukus, and Iranian Bastani Zemistani. Sounds yummy.
Не подбирай, он испачкался.
Don't pick it up, it's dirty.
Ты что, веришь
Huh?
в микробов?
Do you believe in microbes?
А ты нет?
You don't?
Раньше верил.
I used to. Graceful rows of colossal pines greeted us with their rustling paws. Snow drifted upward into the endless black sky, just like last time. Snow piles lighted up like melted silver.
Как же красиво!
So pretty!
Было в лесу
And I thought the forest was scary.
Нас родители пугали
Parents
лесом,
told us
снегом
scary
и зимой.
stories of the forest, owl, and snow.
Ну а мы с собой
But we
играли
weren't
в снежный
one bit
чайник
worried,
под луной.
playing with her when moon glows. I did my best to keep track of Olya's movement, but it was a difficult task. My sister would jump inside bushes, picking up more candy, only to then get back to the trail, laughing. Hootie flew over our heads, landed on a branch, and started hooting and shaking her head. Wolfie dug into the snow with his face, dragging out a pile of bubblegum, and swallowed it all without taking off the wrapping.
У тебя будет несварение.
Your tummy will hurt. He just spat out a whole ball. The wolf got scared and spat out the gumball.
Враги, враги,
Lies,
свои
lies, lies. Nasty flies.
Нет никаких несварений.
Tummy aches don't exist.
Вся эта чушь
All that
случается
nonsense
только
only
с
happens to
взрослыми.
grown-ups. Alyssa stopped in her tracks and moved a canopy of intertwined branches to the side in a pompous manner, like you would open the curtains in a theater. Her staring dead at me with the fact that they're just, why are you looking at me? Why are you looking at me? Like you open the curtains on the theater, there's a little purple man. He's reading. He's a strange thing. Oh shit, the castle is, I don't know why I keep doubting her. The castle's real, but there's also a lamp on the front of it. Crazy. This chapter's awesome. Behind that obstacle lay a clearing. There stood an ice castle, glistening with silver. Is this real?
За правду?
Защипнуть.
Should I pinch you?
Не надо ее щипать.
There's no need to pinch her. Don't fucking touch my sister. We stared at the sparkling miracle. Its towers and walls were made out of snow and icy marble. I heard a calming sound of ringing little bells. There was also the smell of chocolate and burnt sugar in the air. Oh, nice, bells. Are all the beast children gonna get bells? The girl did say that they were gonna start having bells on so that they don't get scared whenever they approach the house.
Милости прошу,
Welcome to
прошу,
our
прошу
humble
вас.
abode. Come on in. Yippee. She didn't have to invite us twice. We entered the castle, spinning around and squinting from the blinding sparkles. Whoa! Grandpa Frost sat atop a shiny throne. He's just here. Ooh. Puffy pom-poms swung atop the two peaks of his hat. A snow-white beard covered his kind smile. He looked just like I imagined him back in the day when I still believed in Mom's fairy tales. Tall, strong, and hairy, radiating frost and warmth at the same time. That does sound pretty cool. And his voice, low and syrupy, enveloped me like the smoke of a festive bonfire.
Антон и Ольга.
Oh, Anton and Olya.
Ох, и
You
намучились
probably
же вы,
got
ребятки,
tired while getting
пока
here, my
сюда
dear children.
добирались.
Что ты, дедушка?
Oh no,
Мы
Grandpa,
быстро
we
дошли.
got here really fast. My sister spoke with the castle's master like she never spoke with adults, in a lively, carefree manner, as if they were the same age. That's magic.
Знаю.
Of course.
Всё знаю.
I know all about it.
Мне мои друзья
I have lots of
докладывают.
friends. They tell me everything.
Кто был покладистым весь год,
If you're
тому
diligent all year,
подарок
I will bring you
утром
gifts,
ждёт.
my dear.
А кто ленился и грустил,
If you're
пускай
lazy
он
and upset,
дедушку
please
простит.
forgive this kind old man.
Лентяем и грустяем конфет
Candy
ниже
won't
бросаем.
encounter lazy bones and downers. That's right. Work hard, be diligent, and be cool, and you get candy and treats. Just like real life.
А я не ленилась.
I'm not lazy.
И о том
This
знаю.
too I know. He gave us a long, evaluating look. I'm scared that he's gonna realize that I'm on the fucked up evil path. He'll be like, but you, Anton, you are insane. What the fuck, dude? His real face was hidden under the Grandpa Frost mask. 2 a.m. have pink lemonade smearing off and I'm grinding an idle game, truly living the dream. Cheers! Cheers! I need a cheers emote, that'd be nice. But that combination's pretty good, Yami. I was just standing there, unblinking, my gaze glued to the old man. I could accept children living in the forest and fantastical jumps towards the moon, but seeing Grandpa Frost in his frozen castle left me completely speechless. Yeah, I guess that would make sense. If somehow I stumbled into a forest and Santa was just straight up chilling there, I'd lose it a little bit too.
Есть у меня для
I have something
вас
special for you
кое-что
two.
особенное.
We got you 2 Glocks. A sack appeared in his giant hand. My nostrils got attacked by the aroma of cocoa, halva, and tangerines. Tell me, what's that? A confectionery that originated from Persia. Ooh. Usually consisting of a thick paste made from flour, butter, liquid oil, saffron, rosewater, milk, cocoa powder, and sweetened with sugar. Oh, that sounds so... Hang on, I gotta look that up. What is that? I want to see it. I need to see some. Is it good? Oh, this looks awesome. This looks delicious. And they look so pretty, too. Yummy.
Спасибо, но мы уже
Excuse
ели
me.
конфеты.
Thank you, but we've already eaten some candy. Grandpa Frost pierced me with his eyes. Oh, 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 oh.
Разве то конфеты были?
You call that
Я
candy?
одно
That was
название.
nothing. That was some weak pussy shit, nigga. Come try this real shit.
Вот у меня конфеты
Yo, straight up, my
волшебные.
candy is special.
Никому ж не
Straight from
были
Neverland.
привезённые.
We never cut that shit, you heard?
Из Небыля.
From Neverland. We pass out phone in hand, need to eat. Hell yeah. Oh my god, I did it. I did it. I've done it before, but like knowing like, yes, yes, sleep, sleep. G-Man casts sleep while people are watching the stream. It works. That's how I enter your dreams and your nightmares. But yeah, Lumi, get some rest. And once again, congrats on the marriage.
Сразу бы вам их дал. Заслужили.
I'd give them to you right away. You clearly deserve them. Oh, oh, oh.
Но есть
But
правила.
rules are rules. Now that I can only think of this Grandpa Frost as what was it? But yeah, Uncle Sam here, and when I'm not out here and scoring some hot slash, and stealing your hard-earned money. I'm at home, scoring some wicked hard slash and listening to sick-ass hip-hop. Now bust it, nigga! But rules are rules. You need to solve 3 of Grandpa's riddles. Want to try? I tried splitting my parched lips apart, but Oya was the first to reply. Yeah. A good night to you and your wife as well. Here comes the first one. It's a home for cars and all sorts of tires. I looked around. Oh, I really like that. I looked around at the masked children. Why'd the music take a sinister turn all of a sudden? They stood without moving in the corners, but their shadows danced on the walls. I heard a low hum, and in my confusion, I thought it was the sound of their rumbling stomachs. Garage!
Верно.
Correct! No!
Теперь
Question
вторая
2.
загадка.
Now on to the
Встречай,
second one.
Антон.
You try to solve it too, Anton.
Весь день ходит, как тень.
All day
Судьи
long,
имеет
to the shadows
на
they
всех
belong.
шипи.
They rattle the plates and hiss at their mates. My eyebrows shot up in confusion. Rattle the plates and hiss at their mates. Moms? Olia raised her hand.
Можно я? Можно я?
Can I? Can I?
Это кошка.
It's a kitty!
Верно.
Correct!
Осталась
Oh,
последняя
oh,
загадка, и
oh,
подарки
oh.
ваши.
Here's the last one. Solve it and the gifts are yours. I love how the music just went from freaky to normal. But there's still like the low rumble in the back of it.
Только вот не
Oh,
задача,
but what a stroke of
ребятушки.
bad luck, my dear children. I completely
Запамятовал
forgot
я,
what
что
the
чёрт
riddle was
была
about.
эта
Oh,
загадка.
my old age.
А может, наши друзья
Maybe our little animal
зря
friends can
нам
help us.
подскажут.
Oh, cool. Children in costumes surrounded us, laughing and stomping, only to start spinning in a crazed roundelay. That somewhat reminded me of the dance under my window on that fateful night. Grandpa Frost sits on his throne. At the kids, he's smiling back. Please don't make them wait too long. Come and open your old sack. Oh, oh. Grandpa Frost burst out laughing, satisfied.
Убедили
Okay,
старика.
you proved yourself to
Получайте.
this old man. Here you go. Just reading, he's suddenly just completely normal voice. He scattered a mountain of sweets from his scarlet sack, some of which I had never even seen in commercials before. Is that a Milky Way? Yo, Milky Way! Bubblegum of all shapes and colors with tasty aromas and inserts sticking out. Was it like a blow pop? Some Hubba Bubba in there? Hang on, what's that one? I can't recognize some of those. The one with the... Is that a boot on there? On the wrapper? Is that like Snickers but off-brand? The lettering looks like it. Oh, cool! Twixie! Kinder Surprise! What was that, Spickers? Lollipops the size of a fist and tangerines the size of Olya's head. And also Snickers, Mars, Bounty Bars, and Kinder Surprise eggs that we haven't eaten for so long already. You know, oh, you're right. Yeah, I was looking at it upside down, so my brain auto-corrected it. That's not a Milky Way, it's a Wilky Way.
Ой,
Wow, thank you. I wiped away the tears of joy with my sleeve when my inner voice persuaded me to get rid of all doubts. This is exactly what I wanted for myself and sister. The true Neverland. Neverland without bullying and taboos. Yeah, just like a good, wholesome Neverland. We're finally going to be happy. Whoa! Whoa! Santa Blast! And then the fucking chandelier starts raining ice shards down on them. Grandpa Frost straightened up as he left his throne and threw his hands in the air over the treats. Animals that stood to his sides also raised their paws. Ooh, they hungry. Their eyes sparkled brighter than precious gems. The wolf's maw was wet with saliva. Feast, my children! Animal kids rushed to devour candy one by one, pushing each other and growling. Their faces were smeared with something dark. Oya grabbed the closest candy and tore off the wrapper. Where's the deny? Well, it's not like there is a deny button anyway. I fished out the most tasty looking candy from the pile of sweets on the floor. Munch. Then took a bite. Milk chocolate melted in my mouth. Is this gonna be the weird fucked up thing where it's like it's not actually candy or chocolate and it's the missing children? I don't want that to be the truth. I don't want this to be the story of children eating other children. Although that would be pretty cool for a horror story. I applaud your bold decision. Now it's time for you to play. Santa Beam! I will grant your deepest wishes. Let me lighten up your day. Anton, look! My sister's face was smeared in chocolate and I was about to reprimand her. But words got stuck in my throat. Oh shit! A giant spruce shot toward the stars and disappeared somewhere in outer space, crowned by a giant moon. Giant balls shined on its branches. Garlands of lights gleamed with all the colors of the rainbow. The roof disappeared and myriads of constellations sprawled under the night sky above us. He's Santa Beam! I love the Santa Beam, it's great. Music, laughter, and the smell of evergreen sweets. And Teddy, Wolfie, and Hootie dancing beside us. And the snowflakes floating backwards. I burst out laughing, touched the bushy golden tinsel. It was all real. Is that it? Are you talking about Neverland by any chance? Is this Neverland? Alyssa performed a theatric bow. Christmas balls gleamed and shimmered, and my soul shimmered in unison with them. I was becoming the magic winter forest, the soft evergreen, all of the constellations at the same time. Welcome home. Ooh. This is where my home always was. The snow sparkled, almost blinding me. Oya started spinning in a dance. In a dance like, woo! She grabbed a candy with each of her hands. Wolfie juggled Kinder Surprise eggs. These kids are weird. Did you see that? Oh shit, toys! Hell yeah! Consoles, handheld games, dolls, and Transformers figures lay under the spruce as if they were brought here by trucks Oh, this is awesome. I want to be there. I want to enjoy all this. Is this for us? I realized I was also dancing, so I replied while moving. It's a bit too much for just the two of us. I'd shared with somebody. And what do you think? Only if it's someone nice. Valid. A group of children stood at the edge of the woods, their enchanted gazes directed at our celebration. Eh. I jumped across the whole clearing and glided to the ground near them. Wanna come to us? Can we? Oh, cool! Other children! Hey guys, welcome to Neverland! What do you think it's like being the kids that were there first and like, yo, join us! We're having such a good time! Oh, elation! Of course. The kids took each other by the hand. I held their procession toward the gifts. There's no better feeling than leading someone on the road to their dreams. In other words, oh, the sing redeem? Perfect. Everything is great. Everything is grand. I got the whole wide world in the palm of my hand. Everything is perfect. It's falling into place. I can't seem to wipe this smile off my face. Life's a happy song when there's someone by my side to sing along. Do, 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 do. The holiday party was finally in full swing. I've got everything I need right in front of me. Nothing stopping me. Nothing I can't be with you right here next to me. That's what his heart is singing right now. In every holiday, just like in a beautiful apple. Always. What? My brain turned off. I was still thinking of the song. In every holiday, just like in a beautiful apple, always said a nasty little worm called transience. Yet here, under the bristly paws of a magnificent spruce, holidays never ended. Are you happy, Tosha? Oh yeah, I see. You remember this game. There's a new chapter. It's chapter 4. We're into the new stuff now. I am. Up in the sky, majestic fireworks went off, illuminating the dancing figures. My eyes wetted, my muscles sprung up. Whee! I tilted my head backward to look at the moon and screamed at the top of my lungs from overflowing emotion. Are you happy, Bunny? I jumped towards the stars and did a flip. All of Neverland could hear my scream. Aww. I am happy! This is the fabled Tilted Towers. For the first time in the long days I had spent in the new house, I woke up with a smile on my face. This time, happiness had a tight grip on me. I stretched, enjoying the sweet sensation with every cell of my body. Outside, I could hear the joyful chirping of beautiful red-chested bullfinches who celebrated the bright January sun. Their chirping granted me hope that the naked forest outside my window would someday turn into a lush paradise for my parents and my little sister. The corridor was filled with dog barks and the patter of tiny feet. The door to my bedroom flew open, greeting me with a warm breeze and the aroma of freshly made coffee. And your doggy, oh, he's so fucking cute. He's a wee little baby. He's a little guy. You got a little guy. Olya stood in the doorway, shining with happiness, holding the cute Zulka who wiggled her body and her tail. Look, Tosha, look. Papa said she can stay. Yeah! Tears of joy formed in my little sister's eyes. I have my own dog now. Aw, that's so cute. I am so afraid that something awful is gonna happen to her or the dog, and I'm like, I can't take that, man. I can't let that happen. I couldn't help but jump up from bed upon hearing this wonderful news.
Да ведь это же Жулька.
That's Zuka.
Сам ты Жулька. Ее
Zuka?
зовут принцесса.
No, her name is Princess.
Да, ваше высочество?
Right, Your Highness? The dog barked in agreement.
Тук-тук.
Knock,
Можно
knock.
к вам?
Can I come in? Oh, yes, of course, Father Giga Chad. To my complete surprise, Dad stepped through the doorway, smiling and hugging Mom, which was outright bizarre.
Как тебе пополнение?
What do you think of our new family member?
Мне эта дуреха под
This
колеса
idiot
бросилась.
threw
Еле
herself under
вырвали.
my car. I barely avoided her.
Машину поцарапал.
I got my
Думал,
car
голыми
scratched.
руками удавлю.
Though I thought I'd choke her with my own 2 hands.
А заглянул ей в глаза.
Then I
Они
looked her in the
такие,
eye,
как бы сказать,
and there I saw, how should I put it?
Умные.
Intelligence.
во, а сама дрожит вся.
Yeah, and the poor thing was shaking all over.
Ну, говорю, ладно,
And then I said,
доедешь со мной до
all
дома,
right,
и сиденье
if
не
you manage to
обсядешь,
make it
тогда
home without
оставайся.
soiling my seats, I'll let you stay.
Принцессы не гадят.
Princesses can't soil anything, dummy. We laughed in unison, just like in the good old days when every little thing could easily make us burst out laughing. This seems like such a like this can't be real. It was all so shitty just like a day ago. What's happening? Why is it so pleasant all of a sudden? I don't like it. It's making me nervous.
Чего замолчали?
Well,
Давай,
why did you
продолжай.
stop? Continue with your stories. Our mom gave Dad a cunning look, and he turned away, red as a beet. Oh, Zircon! Hello, Raiders. Welcome, Jarvis. Give me a shout out for fake Zircon, s'il vous plaît. What up? What up? What up, Raiders? Hello. You know who I am, right? Right? Please tell me you know me. And if you don't, just say you do. Lie to me. Because I'm going to tell you who I am anyway. It's me, your boy, your homie, the one and only G-Man. King G of Swag Mountain. Playing Tiny Bunny. Very cool horror game, visual novel type thingy. I say type thingy because I don't think it's just horror, you know. There's some pleasantness, there's some funny, there's some goofs in there. It's all black and white though. Freaky. What were y'all doing? What was the stream? What did I miss? Tell me, tell me, tell me. I'm all juiced up from watching this family go from arguing and maybe having a divorce to, oh, we just got a dog and now we're all laughing together. So I'm experiencing some strange strange whiplash. Playing Ace Attorney? Hell yeah. I still gotta play those games. I've only done like flash versions of like random court cases and definitely some that weren't real. Max and Dawson called doing voice with me and it's been a very, very good time. Oh, that's so good. That's the other thing. It's like I want to play like Ace Attorney or one of those games, but I'm like, there's so many characters, there's so much reading. It would be nice to grab some friends and like, you know, offload some of the voice work to them. Add a bit of immersion to it. Good stuff. Good times. What case are you on? Which Ace Attorney? I say that like I know. I know like the first 2 cases in like any given game, and that's like it. Nothing terribly deep. I'm doing like 1 case a stream. Ooh, nice, nice. It is a lot of reading. It's like simulating real attorney stuff. Like, yep, it's all words. It's all words and paperwork. Or you just drowning in paper, you know? That's what they tell me. They being the lawyers that I hang out with. But yeah, the family's all here right now. Mom gave Dad a cunning look and he turned away, red as a beet. They were acting like total kids.
А еще из хороших новостей. Ваш
There's more
папа
good
получил
news.
повышение.
Your dad got a promotion. This is all so suspicious. I don't like it.
Грешно, конечно, радоваться, ведь старший
Oh,
бухгалтер
okay. I
пропал
shouldn't
всё-таки.
exactly be happy about it since the chief accountant went missing and all.
Но, как
But you know,
говорится,
for
нет
us, it's
худа
a
без
silver
добра.
lining.
Это значит, тебя чаще не
Does
будет
this
дома?
mean you'll be away from home more?
Это значит двойную надбавку
That
плюс
means
премии.
double the bonuses, twice the money.
Правильно, Карина.
That's right, Karina.
Так что готовьтесь. На следующей
Which
неделе
means you
нас
all should
всех
prepare for a
ждёт
family
семейное
trip next
путешествие.
week. Is he taking them to Disneyland? My heart started beating faster after those words.
Куда?
Where? Oh yeah, even loosened her grip on the stray. Are we going to McDonald's? Is that a family trip for them?
Скажешь тоже, Оль.
Come on, Olya.
Бери выше.
Aim
Мы давно
higher.
уже планировали эту поездку,
We've been
да всё
planning
не
this trip
получалось.
for a long time, but something's always messed it up.
Вы уж простите нас, ребятки.
We're so sorry about that, kids. Mom wiped away a tear with her fist.
Да ладно тебе, Карин.
It's
Всё
okay,
в прошлом.
Karina. Now it's all in the past.
В общем, собирайте
Anyway,
чемоданы,
gather your
летим в
things.
Диснейленд.
We're flying to Disneyland! Woo! Hell yeah! You're going to fucking Disneyland, kids! You saw Santa Claus. You solved his riddles. You got a dog. Your dad got a promotion. Your bullies went missing. Your dad's boss went missing. But it's fine. You're going to Disneyland! Yeah! This is gonna end horribly. I just know it. My sister and I jumped up to the ceiling with joy. I think that's not even an exaggeration. They were jumping to the moon before. Their parents were like, ha, 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 ha. Our children have superpowers. The dog also got excited from that passionate speech and joined us. Hooray! Yippee! Yeah. Disneyland! 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 Death, delusion as Santa chops you up to feed the others. Maybe that too. Or maybe it all just goes great and then something horrible just happens at Disneyland instead. Maybe the game hard pivots and it's like, yep, we were hanging out and enjoying, like, you know, being in Russia in the forest. This is now horror at Disneyland. That'd be funny. Our jubilant screams filled the house, rushed through the attic and the drain pipes, flew across the front yard and sneaked into the shining white forest, taking the scary D word away with it. Oh yeah, I guess divorce is the scary D word here. I swore that I'll remember this day forever. The day when my parents finally dropped their derisive masks and underneath them were the faces of parents we always knew and loved. Lilia Pavlovna still hadn't returned to school after Katya went missing, so today I was able to get a good night's sleep and went to school when it was already bright outside. The trail led to a snow-white plain with blackened houses in the background. They pumped out gray smoke that carried the smell of birch and pine logs. The freezing cold of the night had finally let up. It fell into slumber under the early sunlight. Ice sparkles appeared on the white caps atop the houses. I stopped, confident that nobody could spoil my good mood today. Let's see if that's true. Oh. Not even my personal tormentor, Pyatifanov, or his nasty crony, Vyasha. Is that his full name? Not even the shining knife that threatened to cut me up like a dead fish. Not even the mix of disdain and pity in Polina's rare glances. All of that was left in the past, forgotten like a bad dream. All of that was gone forever. A cow let out a long moo somewhere in the distance. I fell out of my fleeting daydream and walked forward. crunching with the snow blanket under my soles. Fluffy clouds floated above my head. I recognized the friendly shapes of animal kids in them. Oh, what? Oh, not my eyes. Suddenly, a snowball landed on the back of my head. Girlish laughter that reminded me of a small ringing bell in the spring breeze tickled my ears. I turned around, expecting to see her, my lovely guide into the dream world, my dear Alyssa. Yet instead of a fox girl, Polina stood on the trodden path behind me with her faithful violin case in hand.
Опять Петров ворон?
Got your head in the clouds again, huh, Petra? She lunged at me with her contagious laughter, locking her arms around my neck. I just stood there in awe, drowning in the sweet aroma of her perfume.
Что с тобой?
Did something happen? She flashed me an embarrassed smile. I saw her cornflower-colored eyes gleam.
Дедушка мой,
My grandpa,
он снова может
he
ходить,
can walk again. Can you believe it? Oh no, 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 your grandpa can walk again. Like, it's insane.
Даже сельский врач не верил.
The local
Он
doctor
будто
had
на
no
воздух
faith in
пошел.
him, but it's like he stood up and started walking just to spite him. That I can believe, actually, when you put it that way. He's like, I'll fucking throw you all that back. And then he gets up.
О, это самый
Oh, this is
счастливый
the
день в моей
happiest
жизни,
day of my
Антон.
life, Anton. Was he falling for that fox girl? Who wouldn't fall for a fox girl? Like, fox girl that takes you to Neverland and gives you chocolate? I would. And yeah, literally, sometimes grandpas are like that. It's like, nah, you said I can't do that? Bet. Out of all the things, this is what I'm like, that one would be real, incredibly fucked up if fake, but I can see it being the most realistic. She dug her face deep into my chest, tightened her grip on my neck as if I was more than just a friend to her. I started looking around, anxious.
Полина, нас могут
Polina,
увидеть.
someone could see us. We can't. It's forbidden.
Из-за Пятифанова беспокоишься?
Are you worried about Pietro?
дело.
Piep.
Его и
Then
след
you're worried for
простыл.
nothing. He's not been seen for a while. I cautiously parted with Polina, trying to understand whether it was some sort of prank or the truth.
Ну ты чего, не веришь,
Wait,
что ли?
you don't believe me?
К нам вчера буквально
That
ночью
officer,
старший лейтенант
Lieutenant
приезжал.
Tikhonov, came to our house just last night.
Так и так, Бяша
He
потерялся.
said that
а
Biasha,
вместе с
along
ним и
with his
дружок
buddy
его.
Romka, went missing. Oh, wow. A group of skiers glided past us straight into the forest. Polina leaned into my ear, sharing her whisper with me, her eyes still locked on the skiers.
Как я поняла,
As
во
far as
всех
I know,
исчезновениях
Tikhonov suspects that all the
подозревает
previous
Пятифанова.
cases were Pietvanov's fault.
Да ладно.
No way!
Я
Whoa!
сама в шоке.
That's no good! I was shocked myself.
По слухам, у Ромки
There are rumors that Romka,
совсем
well,
шарики за ролики
went off the
заехали.
deep end.
Да я, в принципе, и
I
не
mean,
удивлена.
I'm not exactly surprised to hear that.
Что ты имеешь в виду?
What do you mean?
А ты не знал? Он
Haven't
из
you heard?
проблемной семьи.
He's from a very troubled family. So much trouble that he's gonna cause this upcoming ad break, but I'll keep reading until it actually starts rolling.
Даже думать не хочу, что творилось у них дома.
I don't even want to imagine what they had been going. What? Huh? What they? Well, no, that's not what that says at all. I don't even want to imagine what had been going on in their home. That's how that sentence is written and read. Romka always seemed excessively aggressive towards me, always angry at everyone without a good reason. Now, the darkness that he harbored within overflowed into the outside world and led to multiple small, innocent souls to their demise as well as his own. Damn. It was hard to believe, but the first time I laid my eyes on Romka, I thought that things would end this way. And things will end this way after a brief 2-minute ad break. Well, 2 minutes 50 seconds, so like it's a 3-minute ad break. Have you seen Inspector Carmelita Fox? I'm not a furry but would. That makes you a furry. Stop hiding behind the I'm not a furry but I would. Nah, that makes you a furry. Period. Like, if you got one on the roster, congratulations. But also, yeah, Carmelita, banging. Beautiful, gorgeous, stunning. Most of the characters in Sly Cooper. I was about to say Sly Fox, and I was like, no, that's Sly Cooper and Star Fox, but not Spy Fox. I've never played Spy Fox. Maybe I should. Oh, stretch. Thank you, Yami. Yes, everyone, don't y'all forget, stretch, hydrate as well, and most importantly, bet it all, baby! Gamble time! Where is the thing? Stretching my arms, my chest, my neck too. Oh god! Oh! Ooh! I did not stretch that properly. Oh god! Ooh! Oh, that one stung a little bit. Ah! I think all the fear that all this is gonna end horribly has put a lot of tension suddenly up in my body. Also, Yami, I'm so sorry. You got some gems, you were above 0, and now you're back to 0. And yeah, ads do go burr. Good, delicious water. 32 seconds in. Menu. Honestly, I haven't saved this entire time. I'm gonna save right now, actually. We're gonna go right here and just throw in a save spot. Yeah, that's good. Like, just arbitrarily right there. Yeah. That way when we get to chapter 5, I can at least pretend that I know where the next step is. And welcome back, everybody, from the ad break. Did you have fun? Did you guys get some snacks? You gotta treat it like it's real commercial breaks, you know? Just think back. What did you do as a kid when commercials were on? You didn't want to watch them? You go do something else. Use the bathroom. Get a snack. Go harass siblings or your parents. Or maybe sometimes you just get completely bored and distracted and go do something else entirely altogether. The choice is yours. You have free will. Exercise it. But yes, it was hard to believe, but the first time I laid my eyes on Romka, I thought that things would end this way.
Пойдем скорее, а то
Let's move,
опоздаем.
or we're gonna be late. Polina grabbed my hand and started running along the village road, accompanied by joyful laughter. With every step, every laugh, and every joke, the warmth I thought I'd forgotten enveloped my heart more and more. The all-consuming feeling of falling in love came back to me, this time for good it seemed. I had tried letting go of Polina's hand near the classroom entrance, embarrassed that our classmates might taunt us. But it was as if Polina didn't care at all. Aww, young love. She only gripped my palm even harder while opening the door. And she was right. Now that the cunning Katya, the heartless Romka, and the sneering Biasha were gone, our class looked as if it was sanitized from parasites. It became friendlier and kinder. Honestly, that tracks. They're like, yep, suddenly all the shitty bullies were gone, and you know what? Everyone was happier. I didn't... Brain, please, read properly. I didn't get looks overflowing with hatred anymore. There was nobody to spit a ball of chewed paper at me through an empty shell of a ball pen. Hello, Jed! Welcome, greetings, shalom, and good tidings. I sat at my lonely desk when Polina joined me. I wasn't surprised at all. She was so charming that I could call her my muse. Beautiful. A wave of inspiration hit me. And I couldn't help but pull my sketchbook out of my bag. I licked the pencil lead, my eyes glued to my model. She smiled at me again.
Что ты задумал?
What's on your mind?
Спокойствие.
You are, darling.
Работает
No
профессионал.
worries. A professional at work here. I drafted the shapes of her mesmerizing figure.
Знаешь,
You know,
я часто
I've
наблюдал за
watched
тобой
you
отсюда.
from here often. Crazy. Crazy thing to say, like, you know, I've looked at you a lot. I've been staring. She glanced at her former desk, then fixed a strand of her hair behind her ear in embarrassment.
Правда?
Really? I outlined her cute cheeks with multiple wide lines. Lines. I think I was thinking of wide lens. I'm thinking of cameras. It was the first time I was able to grasp somebody's proportions so precisely.
Полина,
Polina, huh?
Что, Антон?
Yes, Anton. She froze in place, afraid of disrupting my work with one wrong move and dispelling the magic of the moment.
наклонись, пожалуйста, сюда.
Lean here a bit more, please.
Вот так, да, хорошо.
Yes, like this. Good. Oh, whoa! He's gonna wake up, wake up! Oh, he's in a coma. Choking from anxiousness, Polina loosened the knot on her neckerchief.
Я всегда хотел тебя.
I always wanted to
рисовать.
draw you, like one of those French girls. Our eyes met.
О,
Oh,
Антон.
Antoine. My pencil slid across the paper furiously, adding the shading to her chest.
Скажи,
To say,
ты согласна стать
would you like to become the
героиней
main
моего
heroine in
комикса?
my comic? A pleasant shivers ran across her body. She rolled her eyes back, enraptured, raising her up like, hey, yo, girl, you want to be my main character?
Да,
Yes, yes.
как долго я ждала этих
I've been
слов.
waiting for you to ask, darling. The lead couldn't endure all of the tension and cracked, bursting into a million tiny pieces. I couldn't believe my eyes when I looked at the drawing. Oh fuck, I got the Mr. Hyde achievement. I was looking at a terrible daub. The place where Polina's face was just a second ago now rested some sort of formless mess. I knew it. You know, I should have guessed. Maybe. Oh god, am I the monster? Did I turn this kid into a monster? It took me a moment to realize that I was sitting alone in an empty classroom, with only the specks of dust flying in the moonlight as my company. It was dark outside. My classmates, Polina, the feeling of euphoria, all of them were gone. Oh. Somebody wrote down a nursery rhyme on the blackboard with a piece of chalk, but some of the words were wiped out and I could only read bits and pieces. 1, 2, bunny, meat. Oh. Ooh. I was no longer smirking like an idiot. I stood up, pinched myself on the wrist. A ringing silence engulfed me. There was a taste of vomit in my mouth, and my ears buzzed like from an endless scream, full of despair and horror. I knew it was gonna
Эй,
go.
кто-нибудь!
Oh. Hey, is there anybody out there? Why does this place look abandoned? Shadows swarmed in the corridor. I walked past boarded up classrooms, past the rotten spots on the walls and silvery cobwebs. Oh my god, there's so many missing posters. Spiders crawled under the ceiling. Lamps flickered anxiously. I stopped before the notice board, stunned. Hundreds of new photos were added to those of Semyon and Katya. Black and white printouts were glued on top of each other. The horrific collage of childish faces stared at me with empty eye sockets. Unable to endure the torturing stares of those watchful, gaping holes, I ran out of the school. Oh my god, there's paper all over. I crossed the front yard and reached the road where the wind was whipping up powdery snow. This has got to be a dream too, right? This isn't normal. Come on, Antoine, you're fine, right? You're fine, dude. No people, no cars, no birds. Low clouds got stuck on chimneys. Windows that looked like they were painted over with ink. Photos of missing people enveloped lamp... What? Hang on, let me take that again. Photos of missing people enveloped lampposts and fences like paper skin. Mostly kids, but some adults too. It felt like all these people who once lived in this village now became black and white ghosts in the photos with a person missing label. I dragged my feet along the dead street. Last you saw who was drawing the girl, you literally missed it right when it shifted to fucked up awful reality. And I got the what was it? Dr. Jekyll, or was it which one's the bad guy? Was it Jekyll or Hyde? Whichever one of them was the freak, that's the achievement I just got, because I got the Become the Monster achievement. Which makes sense. I felt that I was gonna end up down some dark path from how I played this. Some houses had their windows smashed. The wind made itself at home there, wandering the rooms. Every gust made the front doors swing. Kids' coats hung from the fences. Oh my god! Their sleeves moved, stretched out toward me. An empty village. An empty husk. What happened here? An overthrown waste bin rumbled across the back alley. Whew. Someone was running. Something flashed inside the window frames of the charred village store. I ran away from its sooty facade, then heard a guttural roar coming from the well. I started walking faster, trying not to pay any mind to the darkness inside the front yards, inside the bloody doghouses, inside the crooked shacks. The moon appeared from under the clouds. Something flew over my head in this draining silence. As if a crop duster flew from one roof to another, a huge shadow loomed over me. I rushed to the right, hoping that I wasn't noticed. A small greenhouse in front of me was my shelter. I pushed the gate, crouched, and scampered toward the porch. I tugged at the doorknob. The front door was open. Professor Xavier was invisible? A wheelchair rolled out of the darkness, almost hitting me, tumbled down the stairs, clanging with its wheels, and stopped near an apple tree. I followed it with round eyes, then turned my gaze in the house again. The corridor was obscured by the dark, empty frames on the walls, glass shards on the floor.
Есть тут кто?
Is there anybody there? I heard growling in reply. What the hell is that? From around the corner at the end of the corridor, a furry paw appeared and after it a scary beast face with a pair of burning eyes. A huge, overweight beast crawled out on its belly, writhing like a snake. Could barely fit inside the corridor's mouth. It squeezed forward, clawing at the floorboards. Oh my god! Its maws clanged like a bear trap, inches away from my face. Holy shit. The beast got stuck. Oh, why has it got so many eyes? What is this thing? It banged its paws on the walls, spitting saliva in every direction. It's here. I turned around. I needed to get the hell out of this nightmare. A hunchback owl. No! Bigger than an average human. Landed near the front gate and stood in my way. Its beak kept on clicking. A snow pile bulged nearby, and something reminiscent of a giant shrew crawled to the outside. I fell to my knees as if praying to these eldritch creatures. A figure draped in a dirty fox scalp crawled out of a dark hole, smiling with all its teeth. Oh, its tail dragged after it, just a piece of vertebrae laced in torn sinews. The creature's bodies became extremely distorted, and I decided I was going insane. It's not really your decision to make at a certain point, really. They seemed small to me one moment, as small as a child, only to stretch higher than any of the desolate houses the next. Man-eating creatures towered over me. Something kept on writhing in their stomachs as if looking for a way out. Oh, God. The longer they stared at me, the wider their twisted smiles, their death masks became. We had such a long feast. Long feast. The mutilated fox taxidermy mount licked its lips. Oh, that tongue is crazy. Its tongue like a black centipede, longer than my forearm. Oh, the nasty insect ran between the razor-sharp teeth and dropped into the bottomless pit that could swallow the whole world. Ooh, sweet meat, juicy meat. The dream is collapsing. We devour it, and we won't stop. Oh. There was nothing human about their speech. It was all just animalistic growls and bird-like whizzes. But I was able to understand every word as if we were speaking the same language. It's such a shame you couldn't catch up with us, Bunny. You couldn't bite the moon. You stole my food. Traitors! You refused to eat your family, remember? Aw. Oh, so you're saying I was gonna end up like those guys? Is there a path where I become fucked up like them? But pathetic meat. Worthless meat. You're absolutely useless, brother. You make me sick. Shame. Shame. Indescribable horror gripped me when the laughing beast held their clawed paws toward me. Then, suddenly, the thing that pretended to be a fox started barking loudly. Fools! It's his time to bring the treats. Good for nothing. Let him fulfill his mission. We'll be waiting for some meat from you tomorrow night, or else. Or else. Or else. Woo. Or else we'll eat your entire family. The monsters formed a circle around me and started dancing. Oh, fuck. Banger? Oh shit. I screamed. Huge eyes, fangs, claws flashed in front of me, blurring into a string of colorful spots and smudges. 1, 2, time to play with you. 3, 4, 5, the owl will arrive. 6 on end, the wolf's gray fur will stand. 7, 8, stomp your hooves and wait. A fox face protruded from the fuzzy lights that the beastly carcasses turned into. For the fox and for the bear. Bunny, tasty meals prepare. A desperate cry, my cry, rumbled across the back streets of the desolate village. I will prepare. The circle broke up and I ran for my life. Oh! I felt like I was running into a snare trap. My head was splitting. Ugly images danced inside it, colliding, falling over, getting up and dancing again. 1, 2. They flapped their wings, poked my face with their beaks and their salivating maws. 3, 4, 5. They howled and jumped around, and my eardrums were ready to pop, either from their screams or from the internal pressure that fractured my skull from within. Yes. My winter hat obscured my vision, and it seemed like the whole sky tilted. Like a roof that's about to collapse. 7, 8. The snow crumbled from the sky like plaster. I ran through the empty streets, through the icy world, chased by a pack of beasts. Yet I couldn't see anybody when I turned around. I shut my eyes and hoped, and hopped away from their ritual dance that went on inside my flared-up mind. I squeezed my ears with my palms to suppress the noise. I just wanted to stop my head from cracking open. The sunrise found me deep inside the forest. What? Is that really how that episode ends? Oh, that's crazy. That's insane. Oh, good shit though. Thank you for completing episode 4. We are deeply grateful for everyone who purchased the game in early access. All the profits will go toward further development of the game. All of you buy this game right now. Buy it, play it, see if you can not get the fucked up evil ending, maybe. Don't become the monster. But it's cool. I do love how every single time I've completed a portion of the update, a new character has been added to this main menu screen. It was just the bunny and then whoever's on the far right. But now we have the wolf and I think, is that the fox on the left? Probably. We've almost got everybody here. This is great. This is wonderful. And that means we are at the end of the stream for the night. Until another update comes around. I think I'll be playing more games like this throughout the month. So once again, thank you all for tuning in to this stream. I enjoyed it. I hope you guys liked it. I love this game. This is such a good, I love this story. Is this based off of some actual like Russian like fairy tale type thing? Like some mythos that's like real? It might be. It could be. And if not, this is a really, really good, like completely just original story. Original mythos and legend type shit. It might be based off of something, who knows. There's a fun glossary that pops up whenever they reference things, which is very useful. But we're gonna head on out of here for the night. And once again, another shout out to Lloyd earlier, Lloyd Tavner, Lloyd, and Fake Zircon for the raids. Y'all are fantastic, beautiful people. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Dozens of candies and treats for all of you. Let's see. Oh shit, there's every single time, like, who are we gonna raid tonight? And then I look at my list of people who are alive and I'm like, I have the perfect opportunity to do a thing. And that thing is raiding Ameka, because Ameka's playing League and Ameka's cool and fun to hang out with. Certified cool guy. Yeah, sweet dreams. We were drawing that picture for a real long time. If all those kids went missing and the school was boarded up. Yeah, I'm trying to figure out, like, at what point do we slip into this fucked up reality? How long have I been delusional? Did I accidentally have my sister get mauled by them? Where is my family? Where's the dog? Is all of this just one big insane dream sequence? We don't know. But I do know this, that you guys gotta take care of yourselves, take care of each other, stretch, rest, hydrate, medicate. If you're gonna go out into the forest and have some crazy candy and then put on a furry mask and go crazy and party and eat people, invite me. I would like that. I want to put some more stripes on my body. Also, another night where I don't really have a raid phrase. My brain is still buzzed. I'm still just thinking about all the shit in the game. I'm like, oh, I need more story. It's so good, it's so great, it's so beautiful and delicious. Just like all those sweet, sweet candies. But yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Good night, everyone.